see. What should I have?
Yo, what up? What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? This is the Truthh Podcast, man. We are in the building. I think we just lost JoJo for whatever reason. She'll chime back in. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today, man?
What's happening?
It's late to get in this mug. How everybody doing? How you doing, Anthronia and Bridget Hole?
That's the Antro and Bridget Hole. That's Bridget Hole right there. Oh, and we got Lockery
in the
over
building.
in the building.
You
know what I'm saying? We got your big boy right here, Fonte over here and on the side, you know.
In the building, dog. What's good with y'all, man? How's everybody doing?
I'm doing wonderful, my
Good,
brother.
well.
I'm doing wonderful. The joy of JoJo, what's happening?
Chiming in. She back in it, dog.
What's happening?
I had to turn my cellular data off, so the calls won't knock me off the audio.
Okay.
Cool. Let me fix my glass and make sure I'm straight. Okay, all right. Oh man, we're having a good time tonight, man. Hey, everybody's camera looks good. Y'all look good, man. Y'all look
appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Little shea butter, you know.
Yeah, salute to the Truthh Podcast. Y'all
look water and shea butter. Jesus.
JoJo look like she got a fresh stack of cocoa butter over there to stand. Well, I see you. See you, bro.
Don't sweat out that blowout, girl. That look good.
We good.
Okay, got some bounce to it too. You put some good moisturizer in that hair.
Boy, that's that Indian in me.
Huh?
I said that's that Indian in me.
Okay, no split ends at all. Okay.
Hamburger. Yo, what's going on, man? So let's go ahead and jump right on into this thing, man. We got some stuff for y'all tonight, man. All right, so quick question. Do men or women get curious after they become comfortable in a relationship?
You said one more time?
All right, hold on. Let me hold on, everybody. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. The question is, do men or women get curious after they become comfortable in a relationship?
Yeah, because sometimes you might feel like it's too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? If we just get in a relationship, everything is going good. You be like, okay, this is too good to be true. Let me see what's really going on. And then you have some women that might do some snooping and be like, okay, he seemed like he too clean. Let me go and check his phone, or let me go ahead and check his messages and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, girl, you ever seen this brother named Devontae? What, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen him or heard of him? See anybody that ever dated him? You know what I'm saying? Have any of your cousins ever dated him and stuff like that? Or they go, it might go back. You know what I'm saying? You know, them females, man, they secret life detectives. You know what I'm saying? They want to know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? And they find that out in an hour. You know what I'm saying? Just doing a simple group chat. I haven't had that with my girlfriend, but I've talked to a lot of brothers, and man, I'm telling you,
better way to clean it up, brother. Better way to clean it up.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. My girl's good, but I talked to some other brothers, and man, when I tell you, they've been through the whole. It's like they was applying for a job or something. You know what I'm saying? They got to do a thorough background check on you. You know.
Okay, cool. So women. So let me ask the question again, and then I'll elaborate a little bit. Okay, so the question is, do men or women get curious after they become comfortable in a relationship? So that means, like, say for instance, you know what I'm saying, this could be one scenario. You're in a relationship for about 3 or 4 years. And then after 3 or 4 years, you start thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. That could be another scenario. And you start getting curious about, maybe potentially messing with somebody or talking to somebody else. Any of y'all women want to chime in on this real quick? Don't you all speak?
Well, I don't get curious. I think that whenever you're in a relationship with that person, it's your job to like grow and be all you can be together.
So that's supposed to be your center focus. I haven't really ever been in a relationship and thought like that.
Okay, so I'm asking, do you think men or women do they get curious though after becoming comfortable
I
in a
think
relationship, just in general?
I think sometimes they do. I'm gonna say sometimes I think that they do because it depends on like what you're really doing to keep everything interesting. So if things kind of mellow down, I think sometimes they do get curious.
Okay, okay, all right. Desiree or JoJo, y'all want to chime in on this?
So I think men and women do get curious um, after a couple of years, but I think it's due to like a lack of communication
Mm,
or some type of insecurity within either themselves or within their relationship.
okay, okay. Respect it.
So, that man might be working hard and working late every night, but that lady, she by herself, he out all the time. She could be listening to other people in her ear or whatever. So, then she just feel like, oh, he doing something. You know how that doubt comes in when you start talking to other people and stuff like that. So, I think it's more of an insecurity measure.
Okay, cool. We just had Miss Phoenix Joy just chimed in. I think this was directed towards my boy Devontae. She said, "Good saying, good saying." Hey, you picked that up too. My girl might be watching. Let me go ahead. Oh Lord. All right. That's right. You want to go ahead and chime in? Oh Lord.
I would think that they would be curious prior to getting in the relationship. I
So you
wouldn't. Go ahead.
so you think they had a curious mind all of along. They may just act on that after a while or something.
I mean, yeah, because I would feel like I believe guys would be curious in the beginning. Because yeah, women too.
Nah, no, y'all see she tried to clean it up. Heck no, man.
but but I haven't dated a woman, so
Hey, it was a good cleanup. It was a good cleanup. I respect that. I respect it.
But yeah, but both men and women are curious in the beginning, and then prior to getting in a relationship, if you're not, then it's kind of. Mm,
Your boy said, "I'm very, very curious." Oh Lord, hey, what be
see,
trying
that's exactly what I'm saying.
I respect it. He said about 3 women.
Wow.
God, dog. Oh Lord, man. Hey, we need some help. We need some help from the brothers, man. We sinking fast. I don't know, man. So I would say, hold on. Let me see if I can clear this up a little bit. So the question is, everyone that's just now tuning in, do men or women get curious after they become comfortable in a relationship? I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to say. I feel like life, we all have a lot of stuff that we deal with in life. And I'm constantly trying to get better and upgrade. So I don't have time to be curious about what the hell is going on. I got too much stuff dealing with the main things that I have in my life. And I think I can probably kind of agree with Desiree when she said people in general are just curious people going into a relationship. I don't think you just become curious, you know what I'm saying, after maybe 3 or 4 years of doing that, of being in a relationship. Anybody else want to chime in before we go to the next question? Somebody that ain't not about 3 women. Oh Lord, we singing fast. Anyway, all right. So this was actually from my boy D. Shout out to my dog D, man. If you need child support, Why not give custody to the father since he don't need help? But y'all ain't ready for this combo though. Oh Lord.
Ooh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for
Take
this.
them. Take them. Take every last one of them. Take them. Take them. Take that trouble. Take that headache. Take that no sleep. Take that having to take off to go take them to the doctor. Take them. I'll pay you child support. Take them. Let me be free. Take them. I visit every weekend and give them back. For real.
Lord.
Who? Kids who?
Women, y'all loving this right now.
I'm gonna leave this. Just go ahead, Bridget.
I want to hear it. Come on with it. Say what you got to say. I want to hear it. That's right. Come on. Go ahead. Send me your thoughts. I want to hear Bridget. I know Bridget got something.
Bridget.
Come on, baby.
I know Bridget got something poetic to say. I know she got some words for it. I sent this in the group chat, and she had a whole book for me. Okay, she was ready since the beginning.
That's what that was.
That was Bridget.
I seen the whole book. I was like, I ain't got time to read that right now.
The whole book. Okay, I'm like, no, just say it on the podcast. Okay, that's gonna be good content right there. Please, I want to hear this.
Come on now to play. We ready.
Yeah,
okay.
Hey.
Okay.
For this.
So you did. Oh my goodness. So you did send it earlier, and I didn't know we was gonna do it on the podcast, so I had already spoke. So in reference, what I was pretty much saying was that it's not just about child support, but it is both a woman and man's job to take care of their child financially. That falls on both of them. So, and there's more things than just child support. Even as far as just investing time, being there for them emotionally and mentally, building the child up, giving them morals and values, and teaching them ways of life. It's so much more that is tied in other than just child support. And men nor women, some of them don't choose to do either. So it kind of can work both ways, but I don't think that either parent should be exempt from having to take care of their child financially, because they both lay down, they both made the baby. The child shouldn't have to suffer, go without on either behalf of either parent.
I feel you, but I'm still on this. If you need child support, why not still go ahead and just give the custody to the father? That's what I'm up on. I want you to address that. If the woman needs, if you need, quote unquote, if you need child support, why not go ahead and give custody to the father?
Well, this question doesn't even apply to me because I don't need child support.
Hold on. Put your dick up for a second. Wait. All right, go ahead, Bridget. Finish it off.
So, there's a lot that goes into that. Pretty much like how JoJo was saying earlier too. I mean, you have to wake up with custody. Is not just, oh, the children live with me, so that's just okay. Like, it is as far as taking them to appointments, making sure that you are there and available at all times. Some fathers can't handle that. If we're speaking as far as just giving the child to the father, since that's the way the question was worded, every man cannot handle that situation. Every man cannot handle getting up at night. Every man can't handle having to take their child to school and juggle everything and make sure that they get their work done. A lot of times that is where the woman comes in and plays that role while the man is out providing and doing other things. Men don't have the same nurturing and same effects that a woman has. So a lot of men saying you have custody, what I've seen in the past is men will either leave their child with their mom or another family member, but they're not going to really spend time with the child. So it's really irrelevant. All that does is keep them from having to give out financial support somewhere else when they may not even actually be doing what they need to on their behalf. I feel like it's almost like an scapegoat.
I hear what you're saying. So I got a quick question. You don't think that most men, if they took custody of their child, that they wouldn't be able to? Now, I want to make sure I'm getting this right. That they wouldn't be able to do the things that women do. I'm gonna have to argue with it. I think it would be the complete opposite. I think if guys had to take care of or take full custody of their children, I think they would be able to do it. Not only would they do it, I think that they might be able to do it better because structure. Anytime a father speaks or says something, he ain't got to repeat himself. The kid already know what's up. I'm not gonna
That's
sit here
only if.
and go back
Oh,
and forth.
sorry.
I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with you as your father, as your dad. When I say something one time, that's done.
Mm-hmm.
When I come in the house, this thing need to be cleaned up. No offense, I have full respect for mothers, but y'all are more in the lines of, I'm gonna say it 3, 4, 5 times. Pops, we ain't got that much patience. I told you one time, sit your ass down and shut up. That's it. For real. The food is on the table. I promise you, you will eat it before it eats you. Those ground rules will be laid out. What goes on in my doggone house, I'm telling you right now, I run my household, not you. I honestly feel like the problem is the mothers are allowing their children to be their friends. But fathers, men, they don't play that.
Not at all.
Okay. So when you say men, that is a matured state and mentality. Just because somebody is 31, 45, 52, 65, don't make them a man, because if they have not fully grown maturely in their mindset, they are still a child. Everyone is not equipped to be a parent just because they have children. So if
So
they are a true man that is walking in their maturity and they have stuff structured and they have the results to prove it, then that's one thing. But some of these people out here that claim to be men are not men. I mean, it works the same with women, because there are women that are the same. If they have not matured to that mindset, then they're not going to do that. They are going to be a lot more lenient. They are going to do certain things. It's all about the mindset. It doesn't matter how old you are. Your age does not define your maturity.
So as far as children getting the right structure, I'm gonna come back to you real quick, Devontae. I'm just curious as far
I
as
got a
like
good question
structure
for
and
you.
everything goes. So you think that a woman would do a better job than a man as far as like structure? I'm just asking. Let's just speak on
No, I
majority.
didn't say that.
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Hmm. I would say it depends.
Depends on what.
Reason being, it depends on the woman
Majority.
and
Let's
their
speak on
mindset.
majority. Let's
Well,
speak. Let's
so
speak
for
on.
majority, I would say if we're going with majority, then I would say no. There's a lot of women that aren't structured. They look for the male to do that.
Well, let me reword this thing real quick, and then we'll go to Devontae. As far
Okay.
as yeah, as far as mothers and fathers, would you think that children would be a lot better off with the mother, or you think they'll be a lot better off with the father if they had to separate? And again, hold on, before you answer that, y'all, let me just go ahead and put some context to this thing. I am all for families staying together. All right, we're just throwing a scenario out there. All right, go ahead, Bridget.
So if the man is fully capable,
No, I'm just speaking. Just
then
speaking
I would
general.
say
Not
that
even that.
if it is a male child, oh,
Yeah, I'm not.
okay. So
Yeah.
speaking in general, so just let me clarify this. So the man is on point. He's on his stuff, right?
No, I'm just talking about
And the woman is too. Is that what you're saying?
two regular people, a regular normal father and a regular
Facts.
normal mother.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Would a child be better off going
Mhm.
with the mother or the father? I'm just curious. I don't want to see where your head is real quick. If we speaking like, yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the father.
Okay, all right, okay. Get a little round of applause over. I hear you. Okay, all
So,
right, all right. Wait a minute, Desiree got a face over here. What's going on, Desiree? You got something you want to say?
uh oh. Okay.
We got somebody chiming in.
Uh-oh.
My boy Ron back. My boy Ron back. This is a man's world. No, it's my boy's chiming back in. Let's go.
There are great there. Now there are great single fathers, but those are actually men that are actually on their stuff and they're doing the right thing.
I respect it. I respect it. Now I know Devontae wanted to chime in and ask you a question real quick. Go ahead, Devontae.
I do.
We're
So,
gonna come to the women after this.
so Bridget, you said no matter how old the guy is, you said 31, that doesn't make him a mature person to raise a child, correct? Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying the mindset. If that person
Mindset. Right,
has not grown, yeah.
right. So my thing is
Hmm.
this: is the mother who has that child is there the mature mindset? Because my
It
question is
depends.
this:
Everybody's different. I can't speak on
well,
those.
no,
Go ahead.
what I'm saying is, uh, 100% of the time, the child bringing the child into the world is what gives you the mature mindset because it makes you step up to the plate. If you have that responsibility to be a parent, then you get that mature mindset and be like, okay, I got to change this, I got to adjust because I have a child in place. I'm raising this child, so I got to do this X, Y, and Z. A lot of times, when you have a split up family, the mother always have the child, but the father has a child
Hmm.
the same opportunities like the mother did. I'm pretty sure he would have no choice but to step up to the plate and be more mature. But since the mother has the child majority of the time, how can you expect the father to grow up if he don't have the responsibility? He only getting part-time part-time responsibility with the child. So all he gonna do is, do what he think is right. You know what I'm saying? And then you're blaming him
Okay.
for what he ain't doing, but he ain't around the child majority of the time like you are.
Somebody chimed in and say
Effort
Okay.
says a lot.
a mother would do a better job. Somebody just chimed in real quick and said
That's
a
my
mother.
mom.
Thank
That's
you,
my mama.
Sunflower.
Respect,
Hey mama.
respect,
Hey mama.
respect. Hold on, JoJo. What you say? What you say?
Huh? No, I was saying that effort says a lot. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
not a for
Yeah.
you said we're not allowing these men only part time. It's not my job to tell you to call your children, to see your children, to provide for your children. It's not my
Amen.
job. If you wanted to be a man and step into that role, you would do it without me having to say it because you know that those kids can't provide for themselves. Instead, men have taken a back seat like they're single with no kids and don't even make the effort to be a father. I do not deny my children. I do not deny my children's fathers to see their kids ever, unless
Oh,
they're disrespectful towards me,
man.
and that was the only one time where we had to have an agreement because you can't be disrespectful to me and then think that you're going to be that way towards the kids. That's not
Yo,
okay.
wait a
We
minute.
don't
He
have to be
said,
friends, but we have to be cordial.
that was say mother use their kid on check.
Hey, a lot of them do. A lot of them
They
do.
do. I
Yes.
will. I will agree with that. They
I'm just
do.
going
Yes.
ahead and get these food
Yes.
stamps and this income tax check.
Yes. Yes.
But
Shout out to my boy Ron. Ron, hey, Ron about to put on tonight, man. Y'all better recognize
hey,
dog. Ron about to
hey,
put on
Ron.
tonight. Y'all better buckle up.
So,
Hey, Ron.
Y'all better
uh,
buckle up. I'm telling you, my dog.
right. So with a hey Devontae's mom. So with that being
Hey, mama.
said, um, just because a person has a child don't make them grow up, Devontae. I mean, everybody comes from different backgrounds, and I definitely understand why you're saying that. But that doesn't make people grow up just because they have a child. And if they do not have a strong mindset and they are looking for resources, then Ron would be correct that people use them as checks. Um, Now, that's not always the case, and that's not always the scenario, but it's all about the mindset and maturity. A lot of times, if people are selfish and they still have a lot of growing up to do, the child suffers because that adult is not willing to do what it takes to be the parent they need to be.
You talking about with raising a child, or you talking about the one that's not raising a child?
With raising the child, that comes with raising a child. Just because someone's like, okay, now we're about to have a baby, I need to get myself together, I need to go in. A lot of people don't think like that if their mindset's not already there and they're not ready to grow up and mature. A lot of times, it could be male or female. A lot of times that's not always the case. Sometimes, especially what I've seen a lot is sometimes you'll see where one parent has matured and the other one has not.
But don't they come with time? Because nobody's ready for parenthood,
Right.
neither men or women.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? So we
they don't come
all
with manuals.
right. It don't come with manuals, and
Yeah,
I agree with that.
they
But
don't. But
nobody
just like
is
what JoJo's saying, it's effort.
right. But
No, I
see, a
mean, certain
lot of
things you're not going to be prepared for. Go ahead, sorry.
So, like you said, there is no manual for being a parent, and
Hold on, everybody, slow down.
everybody, huh?
Hold on, I'm talking to the people in the comment. Y'all just give us a second. We got a lot of people that's chiming in tonight. Just give us a second. We will open up the call lines. We will let you come on for about 2 to 3 minutes to explain. But I'm trying to get all these comments in. Y'all just give us a second. All right. Go ahead, Devontae. Go ahead.
So what I was saying was, huh?
I'm gonna post the link in the comments. So you guys, if y'all want to chime in, y'all got about 2 to 3 minutes to state your piece, and then we just want to make sure we're keeping this ball rolling. All right, go ahead. My fault, D.
No problem. So there is no manual to being a parent, right? Everybody, starts off at an immature state. You know what I'm saying? So there's no real time frame from maturing. You a lot of people, they become a parent and they might not be where somebody else might be. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes with time. So you can't really say that, because they have I'm sorry. Can't really say that because they have a child that they're not going to mature. It's going to come with time, because what responsibility is going to give you that mindset of, I have to adjust. I have to make it right. I have to make this, you know what I'm saying? I got to make things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on 1 second. We're going to go ahead and bring in, hold on. We're going to go ahead and bring in someone from the stream. Hold on. Yo, what's going on, bro?
Good evening. How is everybody doing?
It's good, man. Good.
Bless.
Pretty good. You guys can hear me all right?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm out here getting my workout on, and I caught the stream, so I thought I wanted to chime in.
Absolutely, man. Go ahead and speak your piece, brother. You got the floor.
So, well, first, I wanted to clarify something in what you guys were discussing as far as maturity. Yes, maturity does require time, but as far as the effort of being a good parent, that's exactly what it is. It's effort, dedication, mainly selflessness. As fathers, and also single fathers, statistically, and because of our role in the relationships, we're more adept at taking on that responsibility and completing that effort.
Thanks.
Women can take a little bit of time to become selfless for their children. And that's really just the nature of their role. Hypergamous. They got to worry about themselves, search out for protection, search out for a provider. Basically, everything that they do has to do with their own self-preservation. When you have a child, you have to set your own self-preservation aside. So I would argue it would take more time for a woman to do that versus a man, because a man's role, we're trained to be that way from the beginning. So I would move forward that honestly. I think men would take better care of children from the get-go while they're learning to be parents, because again, everybody has to learn to be a parent. And honestly, that there's no way to go about it besides on the road training.
Thanks. Appreciate you for chiming in, bro. Hey, thank you so much, man.
No problem. Enjoying it, everybody. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Absolutely. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
That was dope. Did y'all hear that? Hold on. We got someone else that's about to chime in real quick. All right. Liv, what up? State your piece.
Hey.
What's going on?
Honey.
Hey, girl.
I just want to tell everybody, hey, and make sure y'all be at my baby shower tomorrow. I had already said. I had already spoke my piece in the comments. I ain't know.
We're gonna put it up there. That's my bad. I'm gonna put them up there for you. We got you.
Oh my God! But y'all keep up the good work and keep on going, honey. Let me get out here. I got my lashes on. I don't know who on here.
Okay, and we will be at the baby shower tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. We're coming to the baby shower.
All right, 2 to 5, and I do deliver tomorrow. They want me to be there at 7:30, so I have to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, because they say my hemoglobin was high.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted me to come in today, but I told them I'm not coming up there with a ponytail, baby. So I had to get my hair done first.
We got you. We love you. Don't worry. We'll be down there tomorrow. Okay, Liv?
Okay, I love y'all too.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Bye.
Oh Lord, I think I messed around. That's right. All right, so let's get back into this thing, man. So hey, shout out to everybody, man, for the chats and everything, y'all. I promise you, we're gonna get to y'all. So we actually had we want to make sure we say what's up to Devontae's mom. What's going on, Devontae's mom? Let's go.
What's up, mama? What's up, mama?
And then
shout out-
Santi Burton, hey.
Sante Burt.
Mr. B.
Sante, that's Mr. B in the building.
Hey, Mr. B.
Let's
Hey,
go.
hey.
And this goes to you, Aaliyah. Congratulations to the new mother. Shout out. Let's go. And yes, we see you commenting. We're gonna put it on there, man. We're gonna put it on there. All right. So, Bridget, did you want to chime back in about what Devontae was saying, or what? Or did anybody have anything to?
I just wanted to. Yeah, I did. I wanted to chime back in, and I just wanted to say that, like I was saying, that is correct. No child comes with a manual, but it does take in, just like the young man was saying on the podcast, the effort, the dedication. But that's not always the case, because if you give someone, if we're speaking just from the man and woman perspective, and say if the man is not in the home, it is up to him to want to be involved. If you're co-parenting and you're doing things the proper way, then you don't have those problems. But if you're giving that man the opportunity and he's not wanting to take up those opportunities, then he's the one that loses out. So it's not always that women do not give men the opportunity. Again, it's the maturity. If some men are not born with that and they don't have that. So it just depends on the situation and the person.
I'm gonna say this to the women. All right, we done talked about this plenty of time on the podcast, man. Be careful with who you lay down with. All right, because women, y'all control access to sex. All right, so you make sure before you lay down with that guy that you know what type of guy that is. All right, so let's stop choosing these guys for the streets.
Y'all got that female intuition. Use that to y'all advantage.
Stop getting with these guys just because they're popular, just because they dress well, just because they got a nice car, they got money, and all this other stuff. That does not speak about that guy's character. So make sure when you get with somebody and you open your legs to them, especially if you're gonna take that extra step and y'all out here raw dogging. Respect to you, you know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But before you take that leap of faith, make sure that guy's character is speaking to you. All right. Make sure he has good character.
Just make sure you marry before you have children.
And fellas, make sure you wrap it up. If you know you're not a decent father, don't be out here getting women pregnant.
But women control. But listen,
it takes both. We may control access to sex. However, mostly it's the men that initiated, or you.
We're taking away accountability from the women. No, we're not going to do that. We're going
to hold men and women accountable. Y'all always come for the women.
Take away that gun.
Yes,
take
we
away
may
that
make
gun.
a bad decision on who we.
You can throw bullets all day.
Children with, but we both, as a man and a woman, made the decision to have unprotected sex.
You can throw bullets. You can throw bullets at a person all damn day and it will not affect them. If you take that gun out of this damn problem, you good. You take the gun away. We can have the bullets. We talking about sperm, all right?
Y'all make it seem like we out here choosing Y'all make it seem like we out here choosing these guys that just ain't no good. And in all reality, a man can play a man.
Time out. Y'all do the choosing.
We listen to y'all. Hold on. A man can play any character he wants to play, and he will pretend to be the best man in the entire world, get that coochie, and then flip on you.
Because you're going by what? You're not going by this man's actions then. Pay attention to a guy's actions. Somebody
consistency.
Yeah, they can talk.
No, I've been with people who have been completely consistent from day one. Have been amazing. Calling every day.
I'm not JoJo now. We done heard about your relationships. You talking about you talking about guys
but still,
schizophrenic and all this other stuff. No, man. Hold on. Wait a minute.
There are people who can really put on a great act.
Are these the schizophrenic people you talking about?
So it's not like you just out here choosing. When a man wants something, he'll behave until he gets it.
But if you pay attention to somebody's actions, their day-to-day actions, listen to me. Don't be giving up that. Don't give up that. But listen to me. If you want to use the 90-day rule and you pay attention to that man's actions, how that man moves, and his character is going to speak to you. You're going to see a person's character within 90. If you want to use the 90-day rule, you take 90 days to really honestly get to know that person. Have those uncomfortable conversations. I promise you. You gonna see that bull, bro. I'm telling you. Like women always say it all the time. Men are not that smart. We're not. Stop trying to give us credit for that BS, dog.
Yes. Women are the smartest species.
When a man wants something, he'll do whatever he has to do.
And let me pay attention. The problem is y'all choose to ignore the signs. You choose to ignore the signs. You would rather focus on other stuff. Oh man, well he's nice to me. He rubs my feet. He calls me beautiful. He does certain things that other men did not do. So I'm gonna focus on that instead of pay attention to what's really going on.
Oh gosh.
That's the problem. That is the problem right there.
There are some great men who don't want children.
Okay.
Or and they never say that because I won't say they never say that, but there are some amazing men who, when it comes time to have children, it's like a switch. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, that's not. I got stuff I'm trying to do. I got I got goals. I got this, that, and the third. And they will completely switch. And I'm not saying that that's all men or whatever.
I'm done.
But there are some men who are actually great guys. So when it comes time to actually take that responsibility, they just don't. And then they flip and they turn. That's all I'm saying.
So let me get this straight. So let me get this straight. If you're being intentional and deliberate with a person,
that's true, William.
Wait. We're being intentional and we're being deliberate. We're having those uncomfortable conversations.
But
and
we're not talking.
Wait. Let me talk. Let me speak. I sat there and I allowed you to speak. Let me talk. We sit there, all right. And you're honestly trying to get to know a person for their character, based on their character, not listening to what they're actually saying, but we're watching their actions, watching how they move. We're paying attention to that. And you honestly gonna tell me that again, we're not giving up the booty. We're not spreading our legs on the first night, the second night, and all that other stuff. We're having these uncomfortable conversations in the beginning. We asking these people, you honestly telling me that you're not going to see any red signs going into this thing. Like, let's just say 90 days in. You honestly gonna tell me that a person can keep on that doggone straight and narrow path for 90 days straight. And everything that they say aligns with what they just said. You're telling me you're not going to see any red signs at all.
If you're moving with intention,
it's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question.
No, I'm saying if you're moving with intention and purpose, you will see those red signs. Okay. But if we're speaking majority of people are not moving with intention.
So that's why we're trying to prep those people.
And the most important thing that we can say is men and women need to be held accountable for them having unprotected sex. It's not the woman choosing a bad guy to have a child with, and it's not that she's choosing a bad guy. She's just not choosing someone that matches her purpose.
So can I ask all the women? Can I ask all the women one quick question right now? One question. Did you guys allow that guy to have sex with you, or did y'all control access to that? Just one real quick question. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Desiree?
Yes.
JoJo?
Yes.
If you would have said no, would y'all have children by that man? Hello?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, okay. That's all I want to know.
But a man can
You
easily
control.
say no.
You control access to
There's
sex.
men that say
You
no.
control. You control access.
We
to sex.
control access to sex, and I'm in agreement. We control access to sex, but then again,
and you also control who gets.
we do control
who's
that
born,
too,
right? Okay.
But you also know if you don't want to have a child too. As far as a man goes, you know if you don't want to have a child, you know what
You
you're
don't have control
not
over that.
supposed to do.
Wait,
A man don't. A man don't.
Wait a
Because
minute.
if a
Wait a
woman
minute
get
now.
pregnant, she has a choice to keep it or not keep it.
About to go down a rabbit hole.
So the man does not have control of if he ejaculates or not.
If you want to abort that child, he does not have control over that at all.
Exactly, he has no say so.
He don't have control over
That's
that.
not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
women.
before we even get to that point.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
before we get to that point,
we are part of the process, but y'all are the final decision making of that.
Yes, of course we are. But I'm saying though, a guy has a decision to make, and he got a short amount of time to make.
No, the woman got a decision to make. Women, y'all have a decision to make.
That's all y'all choice.
I don't like how y'all throwing this all on women.
So I would say this. I would say this in reference, because yes, women do have access to doing sex, having sex, whatever. If you are not, this goes on both ends, but especially for women, if you do not know who you are and you are still learning who you are and learning your purpose, do not go out here and settle to lay down with someone, because that is the most valuable thing that you can do. That's something you can't get back, and it's so much that's tied into that. So when you know better, you do better. So the thing is to know your purpose, get in alignment. If you have traumas, issues, whatever it is that you've been through, and actually work through those things. And if possible, just wait till marriage. Wait till you find that person, have those uncomfortable conversations, and actually know what aligns for both of you guys before making that step. Because any decision is a very trauma or detrimental decision sometimes when you go out here and have children out of wedlock, whether you choose to keep the child, give the child up for adoption, or have an abortion. It all has a trickle effect, and it causes trauma depending upon what or how it happened. So it's honestly a matter of making good decisions and being honest where you were and where you have grown from to do better.
So
I agree.
This is coming. Wait. This is coming from an older.
What you say now?
No. This is not what's name. This is actually coming from somebody on IG. This is coming from an older guy. Hey Dave, my bad, man. I missed your comment, man. For some reason I'm not seeing it now. Put your comment back up there, bro. I can't see it. My bad. God, dog. We're streaming on IG too, y'all. Just so y'all know it, man. Good grief.
Okay.
I missed your comment. My fault, bro. My bad.
Y'all see this at the bottom?
Yeah. Don't pay no attention. I'm gonna block that user, bro. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Someone named William chimed in earlier too, and he was saying it pretty much depends on the person's upbringing.
Facts.
When we were talking earlier about being a parent.
And my bad, I was also supposed to put this up there too. Oh, it's already up there. Okay, so my mom actually said, yeah, sometimes you choose to ignore the signs because them feelings in there now. We caught up. It's facts, man. Come on, man. Yo.
That's right.
I'm 30 years old.
So when you start laying down messing with a person, your vision gonna be clouded.
Facts. And that's all I'm saying, man. I mean, we gotta be honest with this. Y'all are very emotional creatures. No, yeah, but y'all are very emotional though. I absolutely love women, man. Y'all know I love women. I grew up around women. I understand women. And we just got to be honest, man. Y'all get involved with these guys and you get attached because sex comes into play. And y'all like the way that he done made that little thing tingle. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Why?
he probably ain't hitting on too damn sin. Hey, but that 725 ain't bad. He trying.
Oh my gosh!
That boy, hey, messed up my wig and everything, man. Come on, we know, man. It's okay.
Can't even pay to get it fixed.
But yeah, women are people on this earth, but when it comes to making decisions with love, I mean with people, they choose to use their feelings instead of their brain, and that's how they get into these feelings.
Let's go to the next question because we not.
My bad. I'm trying to get everybody's question in. I mean, everybody's comment in.
I can say at least the women are holding themselves accountable for this question and saying, yes, we need to do better. But the men on this panel have yet to say, yes, we choose to lay with these women and we impregnate them and don't.
Hold on, we got somebody. Wait. We got somebody on the panel real quick. We got a guest, y'all. Look alive. What's going on, bro? Are you here?
It's me again. I'm back.
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
Love to have you, man. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
I gotta chime in on one thing. It triggered the hell out of me. But when the young lady asked or stated that men, y'all need to wrap it up. Mm-hmm. I was like, I already know where it's going because women always do this statement. So I want to take y'all somewhere real quick. Okay. Does anybody know what the only 3 forms of contraception men have the ability to use are?
What's the 3? Go ahead and tell us.
Abstinence, condoms, and a vasectomy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys know that women have access also to all 3, plus an additional 32 or 33 more?
Yes, indeed.
How come nobody ever tells a woman to wrap it up? There is a such thing as female condoms. You can buy them at Walgreens. You can wrap up your private parts so you don't get pregnant. You don't even have to get to the point where you have to choose whether or not to have, a specific procedure that we don't necessarily want to say on YouTube or IG. You do have all the same things that men have access to, plus 30 plus more. But yet none of you ever tells another woman to use it. You always just say, well, the man should have used it. And it's your body you're supposed to be protecting, your body and your future. But for some reason, it's left in a man's hands. Because both of y'all want to have sex. That's a problem. That's called avoiding accountability. I know y'all think y'all taking into accountability, saying avoid having sex with worthless dudes, but that's not accountability. Accountability is using the tools that are available to you to protect yourself. And stop depending on somebody else to protect you, especially if you think most of them is trash.
And I'm in agreement.
Thank you for your comment. We definitely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
And for most of us, we use contraceptives. So for me, I got pregnant when I was using contraceptives.
Did you use it? Have you ever used a female condom?
I have never.
Most women don't even know they exist.
I actually have.
Okay, good for you.
But,
awesome.
And you're absolutely right. We need to be saying that, but I think it's all of us need to take that accountability for everything and make sure that we're.
I would agree to a point. If a man had the right to make the decision with you, I would say all of us. If a man had the right to make the decision with you, when if that were to happen, and the next step you decided, hey, I might want to take this next step, and it required the father's input as well, I would say both of us. But seeing how we don't have any power in that decision and it's completely yours, I can hold the man accountable for decisions you make with your own body. That's all of you.
Thanks. Yes, sir, brother. Hey, you are definitely an asset. We kind of.
I promise I'm stepping out. I'm not coming back yet. I can't.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming anytime.
Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
appreciate you for chiming in, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, my boy put me in the mind of my guy named Bolo, man. Bolo actually chimes in on the La Peep Let's Talk and be speaking facts like that. Listen, but that's crazy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the next question. Good, that thing got
Yes.
me over here. All right, hold on, wait a minute. We're getting a little feedback over here from let me see what's going on. Get a little feedback, everybody. We're getting a little feedback. Everybody mute yourselves real quick. Bridget. All right. All right. So let's get into this next question. All right. I think the reason. Let me see. Okay. All right. So, how do you feel about being forced to take the jab, the COVID-19 shot?
I don't like it. I don't feel like if you're trying to pay me to do something for no reason at all, just to take a
Mhm.
shot, or you're telling me, "Oh, you if you don't get the shot, then you can't come to work." I have a problem with that. Why can't I just make my own decision to do it on my own?
Hey man, I'm about to somebody get my sister out. She over here trapping. My fault, man. My bad. Get out. Get
Leah,
out.
She say hot and ready like Little Caesar picked them, boy.
Listen, she
Like,
said she
for
just
hot
letting
ready,
it be
real.
known. People out
hot
here.
ready.
Pop from the window because the wind say pop. Right.
But yeah, so how do you guys feel about the jab though, man? This jab shot.
I don't agree with it at all. I feel like we should all have a choice, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, what we put in our bodies. And the fact that you taking
Yeah.
away our livelihood just to get a vaccine, I think is very uncool.
Yeah, man. Facts. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I don't understand why they are firing people or giving people that ultimatum that if you don't get the shot, then you might as well go ahead and quit. They're really telling people this. People that's in the hospitals and everything, man. Yeah, it's whoo, boy. This thing got me hot, boy. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not getting no shot. I don't care if you would buy me a house, give me $10 million, and give me 3 cars and pay all my children's tuitions. I wouldn't take it. I ain't gonna take it, and it just ain't happening. I think that
Mm,
um, if one is being promoted free. It always makes me think about, the Tuskegee situation when they sitting there shooting everybody with syphilis and all those other situations, and diseases, and telling them they're giving them free health care. Like, what is really the agenda behind this situation?
Right.
And so for me, I'm not comfortable with it. And I don't plan on getting it now. I don't care if they do research or do whatever and reintroduce it 10 years from now. It's just not something that I am open to doing because one, they came up with it too quick. And then they're forcing people in certain job places to get the shot. It doesn't matter about their religion, it doesn't matter how they feel. And so it's almost like a modern day, to me, slavery situation because you're taking away the Constitution right. Like, that's not right. It's not okay. And if you don't know any better, you're going to accept it.
Facts.
So I think I don't like that they're forcing people to do.
I was thinking the same thing, Janae. I was thinking the same thing,
that girl crazy.
man.
Yo. Mm, mm,
Um,
mm.
I don't
Go
like
ahead.
that
My
they're
bad,
forcing
Jojo.
people to take the shot, but I do feel like if you have health issues or you're older or you feel like you want to get it because you feel like you're gonna prolong your life, I have no problem with that. I think talking down to people or treating them indifferent because they don't have it is definitely not the right way to go about things. Um, Now, I know there are some diseases that are just so potent where even, 100 years ago when it was like polio and, people were dying from these, these simple diseases, measles, stuff like that. And they did the same thing where they wanted people to be vaccinated or take shots or whatever and what have you. And it did help eventually, kill down that disease. And so they're looking to the past to try and do the same thing with this disease. But I feel like when COVID came about, the president that we had in office was such a clown and did not take it serious. The American people, or people in general, did not take it serious because he didn't take it serious. He made it seem like a joke. And with all of the pharmaceutical companies, it's all about money. With all of these big corporations, it's all about money. Who can we trust? We can't even trust our government to make the best decisions for us on an everyday basis. Why should we trust you in regards to this vaccine? And even though there's a lot of negative stuff going around about the vaccines, you're going to grow a tail, it's making men sterile. And all of the facts around what happened in Wuhan, China, where the guy he was making flu vaccines, and then the office or whatever was just completely filthy, and he tried to tell them that some virus or whatever had got out. They were, if you actually go back and actually read up on the history of what actually happened, like in Wuhan, China, with that whole issue, there's key people like what is it, Bill Gates. Bill Gates, I think he's got like so many shares in the corporation that owned that lab in Wuhan, China. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, and it makes you skeptical. And now he's trying to come up with a vaccine. So, I mean, are you trying to clean your mess? It's a lot of CEOs that stepped down during COVID. It's just a lot. So, I don't feel comfortable with them forcing anybody, because you haven't made us comfortable as a people in just regards to our everyday needs from politicians. So y'all just doing things to just, just to be putting the bill in place and not even thinking about how people feel.
That's what's up, man. I feel you. We have a lot of
Yeah,
people.
I definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely understand what JoJo's saying. I have a lot of clients that have gotten the shot, and like I told him, I respect everybody's decision. But I feel like JoJo's saying, you have to be comfortable in what you're doing, and for some people that gives them closure. So to each his own, and I respect whatever that decision may be.
Facts.
I'm waiting for somebody to start doing bootleg shots, because you know they're gonna do it. Be
With
selling
the
them in Walmart
bootleg,
parking lot.
with the
But
Look,
bootleg,
got that COVID
coronavirus. If you look
2020.
like on your lifestyle. If you look like on your lifestyle and everything else, like it talks about coronavirus and stuff, this ain't nothing new. CDC has all these diseases and all this other stuff already put up. They just reintroduce this stuff whenever the time is convenient for them, for
Every
population
100
reasons
years,
and things of that nature.
every 100 years, something like this comes up. Go do your history. Every 100 years, there's a huge pandemic. But the thing that really got to me is how quick they shut down the world. They already knew something was up. They shut down. I mean,
Hmm.
schools done, buildings. They shut down the world that fast. That means y'all already knew something was up. And then
Hmm.
5G just happened, and they putting all these towers up. Come on,
Hold on,
let's
wait a
go.
minute. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
Why you getting on 5G?
Hmm.
No, I'm saying it's a plot.
Yeah,
Let's
but
shut down this
the,
country so we
It's
can put
it
up all this, so
is,
everybody switch
it
over to
is, and they
5G.
use certain things to be distractions.
It's a
Mhm.
distraction. There you go.
Bridget, your camera done shifted over there. Went through a little earthquake, didn't it? Y'all welcome, man. Thank y'all
My
so much
bad.
for tuning in, man, for the Truthh Podcast. We appreciate everybody that's chiming in. All right, so
But
let's
I
go ahead and
will
get to the
say,
next.
just to say one more thing on that.
That,
Omar, who flies almost every week, I think he went to board for Hawaii. They make it mandatory. You have to show your vaccination card in order to fly. So they're starting. It's different places that's starting to. In Ghana, well, I think somebody put the message up there. And in Ghana, you won't be able to go into a bank. You won't be able to go into a store unless you have your vaccination card. So there are countries that are
Because I don't think she was feeling. So let me go.
I try to give people, insight.
Right. We feel you. We feel you. Again, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Truthh Podcast, man. Thank y'all. Thanks everybody that's chiming in. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the next question. What are the benefits of marriage? What are the benefits of marriage? Y'all always talk about y'all want to be married, so I want to know. Bring it to the light. And when, y'all love
the benefits of marriage are having a lifetime partner that you can grow with and build foundations for the structure of your family. That you can have someone that can be your peace and your security. It's like a companion. I mean, it's also being a companion, having like your best friend, somebody that you know is going to be there, hands down, whatever the situation is. Being able to learn and grow together. Being able to stretch each other. I think that it's a beautiful thing when people can stretch one another in a marriage and help support one another in whatever it is. So, you know what? I'm done then. You know what? I'm done.
Bridget, keep going, because I know you gonna say everything we got to say. So me and Desiree ain't even gonna have to say nothing. Go ahead, Bridget. Bridget gonna take this one because she know all of it.
Come on, Bridget, bring it. It's okay. We can be here for a little minute. It's fine.
Pass the collection around.
Go ahead.
So just far as like being able to stretch one another and being there for each other, seeing a couple be able to be respectful for one another and treat each other with respect is.
Hey, Bridget, unmute yourself, Bridget.
Sorry about that. So being able to respect one another and being able to see each other grow. Some people can't. Some people can't actually do that for one another. But having that open line of communication and being able to do the things emotionally and spiritually, there's two different concepts to that. And even finances, knowing your budget, knowing how that works, what that's going to look like, being able to sustain things to keep your family rooted and invested so that they can still have. Really, I'm done.
I hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one.
Still have
no, he did.
Having good, right? Having good foundations, because if you're setting the structure up the proper way, whatever that looks like, because everyone's different. But if you cater it and critique it to helping with the financial piece and with the education and the structure and the foundations that are needed, if you put that into your children, when they get older, they'll be able to continue to do the same thing. And it now becomes more of a great cycle in reference to, instead of struggling or coming from certain places that's very difficult to try to grow from. So what it says, 70% of divorces are initiated by women. They say they want it. The data says otherwise. A lot of women say they want it, but a lot of them haven't done the work they need to be the wife they need to be for their husbands.
All right, go ahead.
So it's about the intent of marriage and foundation.
Chime in real quick. I don't know, bitch. She going off, boy. Go ahead, Desiree. Go ahead. What are the benefits? What are the benefits of marriage? Welcome to the Truthh Podcast.
Partnership, friendship, growth, being able to push one another, having someone who has your back, and someone to build with. Because once you get married, y'all have one house, one household. You don't have two. Forget all that independent stuff. I'm trying to depend on somebody, but not necessarily depend on somebody, but somebody to build together with. Um, Pushing towards the same goal, and it helps with the children structure, organization. Um, I mean, it's a lot of benefits with a marriage.
All right, JoJo.
So, I mean, everything they said, but I think for me, and having to be a single mom and having to just trying to do it all by myself.
Turn your mic up. I can't hear you.
Go ahead, JoJo. You got it. Lead the way. Lead the way.
I think for me, just knowing that there's somebody there who accepts me for me, who's willing to be there with me through it all, help me through it all, pick me up on days when I'm down, and vice versa, that means everything. Supporting each other, having, being on the same page and working together to find the same page so that we can be, the best that we can be and, like you said, build a family.
I'm gonna say this real quick. So all of those things that you guys name it's cool. It's all good, well and dandy, but you don't need to be married to have any of those things. Y'all know that, right? I just want to point that out real quick before we move forward.
What does that mean?
I asked what was the benefits of marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Like I get that, but you're saying like you don't have to be with any. You're saying you don't have to be married to get that. So I was just asking.
Yeah, I asked you what are the benefits of marriage? Like what are the benefits of getting married?
All right, we answered that, but then you said you realize you don't have to be married.
I mean, he's correct. He's definitely correct.
Yeah.
I'll settle for a partnership.
Wait, let Devontae chime in real quick.
The only partnership I'm selling for is my husband. I ain't selling for no other partnership.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Devontae. Go ahead and chime in, man. You're on mute, big dog.
My bad, y'all.
You good, bro?
The benefit was supposed to be that civil bond between two people to let them know that no matter what we go through, I'm not going nowhere. We're going to stick it through thick and thin. So, that's your partner for life. And y'all supposed to be together, through whatever. Hard times, bad times, everything. And that was the benefit right there. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, hey, I might grow old and ugly, and this person gonna still be right here with me and funky. You know what I'm saying? This person's still gonna be right here with me. But as time progressed, the benefit is if one dies, you kind of get that beneficiary. You know what I'm saying? That person is taken care of. So like if you have a 2-family home, okay, you kind of just it's a business thing now. You know what I'm saying? The benefit is just the fact that if I die, I paid all this money all these years for this life insurance. Here you go. This should take care of you. I've been taking care of you all these years. So this is what I worked up for. You know what I'm saying? That's the benefit of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a on paper type situation. You know what I mean? To say that, hey, I'm married, I got the better job. Okay, I can claim you on my insurance. So if you need to go to the doctor, I take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to dentist, I take care of your teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's just a business. It's just a business thing. You know what I mean? You can have a deep connected relationship with somebody without it, but without that piece of paper, you can't really get all the extra benefits. because of the law.
Yeah, prime example is when was it DMX? He passed away, right? And he had been with that woman for how long? It was over 10 years. How long had he been? Does anybody know?
Long time. I
Like
don't
12
know.
years.
It was like 12 years.
It was a long time.
Long time.
And she didn't have access to anything. She had been with that man, basically highs, lows, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she was left with nothing. Access to nothing. Marriage is basically a contract, man.
Yes.
So say, God forbid, anything happens to somebody, at the end of the day, it's going to be left to the person that you were with. But anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I want to focus on this next question. What should marriage be based on? And let's try to keep it really, really short, guys. What should marriage be based on? And just a few words.
Love.
All right,
a business plan.
God being the foundation.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Say it again. Bridget.
I said, God being the foundation, if you're a believer in Christ, allowing God to be first to allow him to lead.
All right, JoJo.
Love and those two people's ability to work through things.
I would say friendship, spirituality, and business interests. I feel like if all three of those are pretty much in place, then you should have a successful marriage. If your marriage is based on those particular things, you got a strong friendship, regardless of what you believe in, you believe in God or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So y'all don't be bumping heads when it comes to that. And a business interest. Both of y'all kind of already understand where you want to be in life. All right. That's why I always talk about people that's in your network that honestly understands you. They understand where you want to go in the next 5 to 10 to 15 years. And y'all have the exact same mindset. You're going to be good, man.
Let's not forget respect.
Friendship. Yeah, that kind of goes into, you can't be cool with nobody if they don't respect.
Exactly.
All right. So, what does a successful marriage look like? Successful marriage. I feel like we often take advice from people that don't have a successful marriage, and they always talk about the negative things about marriage, and it shies people away from it. So, what does a successful marriage look like to you guys?
To me, a successful marriage is two people who can be in the same room together, you know what I'm saying, without arguing. They actually show love and compassion with one another. They actually have happiness with one another. They don't have to step outside to see happiness. Financially, you know what I'm saying, they taking care of their business. They work like a partnership. So they get things done. They depend on each other. They don't have to depend on anybody else. They have a roof over their head. They got their own transportation, and they're on the same page. That's it.
Yeah, Ron chimed in again, man. Come through, Ron. Come through, bro. We've been missing you, dog. If a woman wants a husband, you're going to have to take care of that man. So it benefits the men. We need to be catered to. Like your comment, brother. Speaking facts over there, dog. Hold on, let me go. So real quick.
So I would say, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you what do you think a successful marriage?
I would say a successful marriage is pretty much a lot of what was mentioned previous. So if you have the friendship, of course, you're always going to get along. You're going to be able to be respectful. You're going to know how to agree to disagree and things of that term. Um, but it's a matter of coming up with those plans and working and striving to get to the place that you need to be in the business perspective and whatever else, and really growing with each other. But you have to, just make sure that you are ready for that full commitment of doing those things and being able to put in the full force and efforts. People that love to be with each other, they complement each other. So they like to do things to help, one another, or cater, like Ron was just saying, cater to one another and just showing each other how appreciated and valued they are at times too, because I think that matters as well. But pretty much what Devontae said as well.
All right, we got somebody that want to chime in real quick, and this is actually coming from YouTube. Our boy Ron, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, bro, welcome, man.
Hello.
Welcome.
What's going on, bro?
Hi, hello.
Hey, man, you got the floor. Go ahead and speak your piece, brother.
No, on the prior one you guys just said when you asked about the importance of marriage, all of you were wrong. The importance of marriage, it's kids, nothing else.
Okay.
So when you guys talk about business, contracts, and all, no, it's kids. That's like the main reason for marriage, because you can do everything else, without being married. So you don't need to do that. Marriage is strictly for children.
Thanks.
And the cater part, yeah, that's actually the future. Women are more enrolled in college. They have more jobs than men. They have more opportunities than men. Have more government grants than. So they are the new breadwinners. So if they want husbands, they're gonna have to take care of men. Period. So we can be stay at home. We can do that stuff, and they have to cater to us too.
I respect. I appreciate you, man. Hey, we definitely appreciate you for chiming in and whatnot, man. Thank you for coming through and sharing your opinion, bro.
Thank you.
All right. They would just have somebody to drop out. All right. So, what do you guys think about what our boy Ron just said? Anybody got it?
I would say that I respect his opinion, but I would say that it's not just about children, because some people can't have children. So all people don't marry for children. I really think, even if we take it back to biblical, it's about having God first, and then making sure that you're allowing the husband to lead and be the man, and you be his helpmate. But within being his helpmate, it does mean that you are going to cater, you are going to make sure things are there and in place.
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. But I can't work for no government, man. I done been in trouble, but I appreciate it though. Appreciate it. Oh man, good grief. That's where you good over there. You've been having some problems. You've been having some issues over there.
Yeah, I am having some issue. It keep knocking me out. Like I keep getting pushed out for some odd reason. I'm trying to figure out why.
All right, so real quick question, y'all. Why don't modern day marriages last? You're on mute, Devontae.
Keep forgetting that.
You good?
Because the relationship wasn't. I mean, that particular relationship wasn't even meant to be. They kind of just got into it and didn't pay attention to the signs in the beginning. The red flags was already been showing, and they chose to ignore it. So they kind of let everybody else tell them, "Hey, you should go ahead and get married. You should go ahead and do this. Y'all look like a good couple." And they focus on everything outside, but then focus on what was inside. You know what I'm saying? And they just did it. They just got married, and things just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, I would definitely say, man, I think it's weak foundation from the jump. Foundation isn't strong, and I honestly feel like people, they look at it, but I mean, it's kind of true. Too many options. You give a person too many damn options, and they cannot make a choice, or they spend time focusing on, damn, I wish my relationship was like that or like this. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, next, who want to chime in?
I think that I would say, um, weak foundation, like you said, KD, and then Devontae. Sometimes they do choose wrong people, but there's some people who got married that didn't necessarily choose the wrong person. I think the foundation and the support that you had back in the day, where you had the support of each other's family, you had the support of the church. Structurally, getting married was more of a it was people that was giving you guidance on your role that you should play. Um, the men were telling the men, this is what you do in your home. You build your home. You're the provider. You're the one who calling the shots and whatnot, what have you. And then the woman, those older women, you need to be able to cook. You need to be able to clean. You need to be able to provide for those, take care of those children. Don't nag your man. I think we had a lot more people who knew how to maneuver in a marriage and knew their roles. And there's so many people today who want to switch the roles, um, and be the, even what Ron was saying, he wants women to take care of a man. I don't care how many degrees I got or how much money I make. That man is gonna be the head of the house. Period. I'm not with the gender role switching. Like, that man's gonna be a man. So
Facts. Anybody else want to chime in real quick?
that breakup marriages too.
Oh, Lord.
I think pretty much what you guys are saying too, the intentions, because some people do, just like Janae was saying, some people just get married to say they have a husband. Some people get married off of just very, like, I don't want to say shady, but pretty much just for an image or for certain things. Like, they're not looking for all the small things or what people think are small things in the marriage. They're just looking to be able to say they have a wife, or this is my wife because she's pretty or whatever. Like, they're not worried about the underneath and everything that comes into that as well. So pretty much knowing your intentions, building those foundations that need to be built, and being honest about what that really looks like, because some people have a certain way they think it's supposed to look, but you have to remember we're all created different. So it's going to look a little different. It's not always going to look the way that we paint it to look. So just being open-minded, not necessarily settling, but being open-minded to know that things, you can have that, but it may look just a tad different because you're not doing it by yourself. You have that person.
Oh my man. What's this? All right, so we're about to get a little personal, man. We're about to get a little bit on the personal side. So y'all buckle up a little bit, man. We're gonna close the lines real quick, y'all. We're about to get personal. All right, so I want you guys to answer this question, but don't tell us too much of your business about what you got going on right now. All right, so y'all just keep that in mind. So the question is, why aren't you married now? Okay. Why aren't you married now?
I'm waiting on my husband to find me.
You waiting on your husband?
I'm waiting on my husband to find me.
Mm-hmm. So
that's because of me having standards. Because I have standards and I'm not settling for certain things, it kind of limits that opportunity for some.
Well, we're gonna get into that, Blair. I'm gonna come back to you in just a second. We're gonna deal with that. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna allow everybody to chime in first before we get the bridge. Go ahead, Desiree. Why aren't you married now? My bad, man. These doggone things just be boy good. Green, my fault. Shout out to my IG.
Well, I guess there's a lot of reasons. I mean, and there's a lot of not reasons. I guess I don't really know.
What?
I just haven't, because I've been wasting my time with the wrong people.
Okay.
Giving the wrong people my time.
All right.
And not setting complete standards during those times. And then I also blamed it on my health. And I felt like I didn't want to commit to anybody or commit to any situation with that, because I felt like the only person who would be able to handle it with me would have been my husband. But at this moment now, I'm working towards me and trying to be able to give my future husband what he's needing from a wife.
Respect. All right, go ahead, JoJo. All right, so the question, you said what? The question is, again, shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Welcome to the Truthh Podcast. The question is, why aren't you married now?
I'm not married now because I turned away everyone that asked me. But they weren't the right person. They weren't the person I was supposed to be with. I chose the wrong people.
This girl get her. Somebody escort her. I'm sick of this. Listen, man. This girl, she's tripping, man. She's tripping.
Listen, she said she just keeping it real honest and open. Leave her be.
Honest though, I gotta respect it, man.
I gotta respect it. She just being honest. You're right. I respect it. I respect it, dog. One thing about us, we go keep it a man. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, wow.
Boaz.
That's right, Miss Nady, honey. That Boaz. Yes.
Y'all showing out, man.
Oh man, I'm getting that wife, so I have that done first.
Yeah, Ron, that might do you.
Big fella. What?
What's happening, cuz?
Oh, that's her cuz?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a fan right there. That's a fan
What's
right
up, fam? What up?
What's happening?
Hey there. Hey, Sam.
Why aren't you married yet?
But yeah, I chose the wrong people. Trying to make it work with people that I shouldn't have tried to make it work with. And then I did not fully. I think my own personal insecurities caused me to not acknowledge how I was being perceived as a girlfriend, as a friend, even as a family member. And I've had conversations with so many people since we kind of started this whole thing that have told me how they perceive me, and how I'm different now. Um, and I think that I had to get to know myself and actually accept myself and love myself, um, and build myself up. And I feel like now I'm in a headspace and I'm in a place where, shoot, he asked the mom, going down south. but no, it was all on me. I can honestly say that. I thought I knew myself, and I thought I knew what I wanted, and I didn't.
All right. All right. We oftentimes talk about our network. Why is it important to have a team or
Devontae didn't go.
Oh, my bad, my bad. D, go ahead. My fault, bro. You on mute, man. You on mute.
Come on now. I was trying to show you this chivalry ain't dead. I let the ladies go first, man. You forgot all about me, man. Come on now.
KD didn't go either. He
just skip right past that question. Like, come on, brother.
First of all, we're gonna
show up.
We're gonna start up with this right here. Okay. And next thing, when you hosting, you don't have to answer the question. All right. We provide the show play.
Oh man. But check it out, man. So after a failed marriage, I first had to heal the wounds from that battle that I went through. And secondly, I had to figure out who Devontae was before I get into any situation. And I had to learn how to, find my own cojones. You know what I'm saying? I had to find my own balls because for real, I felt like I was a pushover. I was too nice. You know what I'm saying? I thought I seen too much good in people and didn't expect them to kind of like, do no wrong. I mean, basically it. And I wasn't very boisterous. And, my communication skills was just kind of off. My communication skills was kind of off. So the reason why I'm not married at this moment is because the relationship that I'm in now is.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, Devontae. We don't want to give too much of your personal. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to get too much of that.
Well, no. I plan on tying a knot. That's what I'm saying. It's just I'm just trying to get everything planned out and get everything situated. That's all.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want these people to be too much in your business or whatnot, dog.
That's I ain't getting nothing to hide.
I respect it.
They can ask me anything they want.
Hey, this dude Bubbalicious.
It's the truth.
that dude Bubbalicious gonna ask you what type of draws you got on. You gotta be.
You gonna get a can endorsement too now.
All right, so we oftentimes talk about our network. Why is it important to have a team or a network of people around you?
Because it's good to have people that are like. It's good to have people around you that are like-minded or even have elevated even more to the goals of where you're trying to be, because it helps you to grow and look at things from different angles as well.
Okay. All right. Next.
Because you do need those same like-minded people around you to help push you. Whenever you're hanging around people that are not like-minded, they get you to, pretty much birds of a feather flock together in this situation, so you need your network to be on the same pedestal as you.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Iron sharper iron. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't around nobody that ain't helping you sharpen you, then you just gonna be dull and you ain't gonna break through nothing. You're gonna be in the same situation that you've been in since the beginning. And you ain't gonna never go nowhere. So always be around somebody that's helping you sharpen your knowledge.
Be around people you can learn from. Right.
Exactly. And in return, you know what I'm saying, you help them and you help them get through something and they help you get through something. You know what I'm saying? So iron sharper iron.
Facts. Who else was it? Desiree or JoJo, right?
So I think a network of people are gonna hold you accountable because they're gonna know, what your best is or how much effort you're not giving, and they're gonna tell you exactly what you're not doing. what you need to be doing, trying to keep you on the right track. Um, and just having that additional support system. Um, it even if they're not necessarily pushing you in that way, they're just being supportive. They're just understanding. Even sometimes just understanding or just listening. Sometimes that can just mean the world. So I think that's definitely important in regards to a network.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So again, shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Truthh Podcast. All right. The next question is: at what age should a man or woman have life figured out, and why do you believe this?
Sheesh. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna say 30.
30. 30 for both, a man and a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, 30. Now, why do you believe 30 is the wall?
Because I feel like in your 20s you're trying to figure it out, and when you get to your late 20s you kind of have an idea, but once you finally reach 30, it kind of comes clear to you. Okay, all that shit that I'm sorry, excuse my language, all that stuff that I was doing in the past just don't add up to nothing. You know what I'm saying? And now in your 30s, you kind of start building, you know what I'm saying? And be like, okay, this is starting to make sense. It's starting to feel right. You know what I mean? So for my philosophy, personal philosophy, 30. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a great mentorship that help you progress earlier in life. If you kind of just by yourself without no role models or no mentorship, um, my opinion, your average rate would be around 30.
Facts, facts, facts. All right, who else want to chime in on this thing? I need for y'all to give an age for the men and the women and let me know why.
I would say,
Well, go ahead, Bruce.
you go ahead, Jojo. You started. Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay. I would say age 25 for the women. I think by that age, women pretty much know how they want their life plan to go. They're working on their career, um, and uh, trying to develop a family or looking for a husband. I think 25 for a woman, 30 for a man. Um, because 30 is just like once you hit this, it's like Devontae say, in your 20s you're kind of playing around, you're trying to figure things out. But once you hit 30, then you just I don't know why it's just like a milestone year for you to say, okay, I need to look at my assets, I need to look at my career, I need to look at my family, I need to look at all these different things. So 30 for a man, 25 for a woman.
Okay. Okay. All right. Desiree.
So when you say should, it puts me at a different place. Should, I would say 25 for both. Um, but really and truly, it didn't hit me till like 27, 26. So that's why I would say, and when you say should have it together, I would say at least by 25 for both.
And why for both?
Because regardless of being a male or female, you still should know what you were trying to do as far as finding what career path you want to take, what do you want to do. 25 is a really good age, really, because once you hit 30, you're starting to kind of get over a little bit more. You're out of your 20s at this point, but around 25 you need to be kind of making preparation or kind of know what you want to do.
Hmm. That's interesting, man. So do you think that a man's brain matures the same time a woman's brain matures?
No, the only reason why I'm answering this question this way is because you said should.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. No, it's not going to mature the same way as a female.
I said the same time, like around the same time.
No.
What time? How long do you think it takes for a who is it? All right. How long do you think it takes for a man's brain to fully mature? You got to unmute yourself.
It's about 35.
So how he gonna have it figured out if his brain not fully mature?
You said should. This is just my personal opinion.
That girl been drinking tonight. All right. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead.
So I would say for men, I would say like their late 20s, so maybe like 27, 28. For women, I would say probably even as early as like 21, maybe. Could be sooner on both behalves. I think it really just depends on pretty much like Devontae was saying, like your mentorship, how you were groomed, how you were raised. Because some people already at the age of 18 and even beforehand already kind of have an idea of what they want and what that looks like, but they're just taking the time out to get their experience or get their career and do the underground work. So that's already out of the way for whenever they decide to settle down and start a family.
Okay, cool. All right, I want y'all to take a little quick break, man. We about to jump into this next question real quick. I want to go ahead and say shout out to everybody on IG that's tuning in, Facebook. Shout out to my YouTubers as well, man. Much love. This is the Truthh Podcast. All right. Shout out to Foreign Lauren 90. Got that name right, didn't holler at me. All right, so we're gonna jump into this next question, man. So this kind of has something to do with one of the answers that Bridget gave. We're gonna dive deep into this one. Yeah. And you know what? I knew you was gonna come with it. Tonight. Don't worry about it.
As always.
I brought my belt.
Listen, what you mean always? Why y'all come for me?
Always. No, it ain't a bad thing.
Ready. I'm ready though. Ready.
Look, I thought you were gonna start twisting that dog. All right, so the question is, are women today gonna have to settle? And not only, I want to put some words behind it. Not only are y'all gonna have to settle, but y'all gonna have to be happy about it and grateful. We're gonna get into it. Well, are women today gonna have to settle? Let's get into it. Who wanna jump? No, wait. Matter of fact, before the women go, because I know y'all anxious to get y'all stuff out. We're gonna let Devontae go real quick. Go ahead, Devontae. You got the flow, brother. You got the flow, man. Talk. You got the flow. They couldn't wait, boy. They couldn't unmute themselves quick enough, boy.
Oh man! So you said, are women today gonna have to settle?
Yes. Are women today gonna have to settle? Just give a real quick spiel on that thing, dog. What are your thoughts? Don't worry about them, Devontae. I got your back, bro. I got your back. Speak your truth. Devontae, I got your back, bro. I got your back, man. Don't worry about it, man. We got you, bro. There's people down in the comments. I promise you, we got you.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like that's a tough question to answer, man.
Think about the type of women that are out here today. Okay, yeah. I want you to take that into consideration. All right.
Yeah.
What women say that they want when they speak about high value men, they want their men to have all they together. Think about, are women gonna have to settle? Come on, brother. We counting on you right now, man. We got people on.
Okay. If we talking in that aspect as far as high value brothers, yes, they're gonna have to settle. They not gonna get everything on the list if they want a high value brother. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to accept that he's short. You know what I'm saying? Because you know a lot of women, they want that guy that's 6 feet tall, pockets long. You know what I'm saying? Dick long. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to settle for something shorter. Dick might be shorter. Guy might be shorter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna have to settle.
Right.
You know
Let's
what I'm saying? So yeah, women are gonna have to settle.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody packing in the middle and packing on the side. You know what I mean? Right. So yes, women are gonna have to settle.
Y'all hear that? We talking to all the women right now. Y'all might want to get in that long line. All right, or no, get out of that long line. Or waiting on that perfect man.
And okay, we you know what I'm saying? To this. Yes. And okay, not just in that, and not just in, you know, it's in the penis, in the pocket, not just in the penis area, but you also gonna have some guys that are cornballs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some cornballs out here. You know what I'm saying? You might have some out here that's they make all this money and they watch anime, or they like to play video games, or they still watch cartoons and sit in the front of the TV Saturday morning with their bowl of cereal or something. You know what I'm saying? But they making that dough. You see what I'm saying? Yes, y'all gonna have to settle for this. You know what I'm saying? We laugh and joke all day, but guess what? We coming home with that bread. So yes, women are gonna have to settle. You see what I'm saying?
Play my damn game.
What's wrong with cartoons and anime? Wait a minute now.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Women are gonna have to settle for that.
You gonna have your time, JoJo. Hold on, wait a minute now.
Women are gonna have to settle for that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't that perfect picture. Morris Chestnut, Shamar Moore. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't that goddamn perfect picture. Some of us got tummies, okay, but we still got money in the bank. All right. I'm just gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you. We appreciate you, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let the women go ahead and grab the floor.
Some of them will have some stretch marks, but it's okay.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and
they still take care of you. You know.
Tired of them faces you over there making. Go ahead, Desiree.
I've been
yeah, because it's been a few questions I ain't even try to answer, but you know. Okay, so we will have to settle if we do.
Go ahead.
We will have to settle if we do not change up a little bit. But yeah, because I've been trying to figure out what I can't live without.
There we go. Come on over to our side. There we go. We got plenty of seats over here.
I have been trying to figure out what I can live without, what I'm willing to settle for.
Come on, don't worry. We got to tell me.
Because I can deal with a cornball. I like corny. I can deal with corny. That's not a problem.
What about 2 left feet? We got 2 left feet.
Man, gone.
All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna come to you last, Bridget. Go ahead, JoJo. Go ahead.
Ain't nothing wrong with anime. No.
The question is, real quick before we get into this, y'all, shout out, man, to everybody that's tuning in, man, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We love y'all, man. We appreciate you guys. This is the Truthh Podcast, all right? And the question is, buckle up. And the question is, are women going to have to settle? Come on with it. Not only you going to have to settle, but you're going to have to like it. Huh?
So I'm going to take it a step further and say most women won't even get the option to settle. So there's going to be a lot of women who, yes, they'll have to settle. But I think a lot of women not even going to get that option. They won't even get the option because they're not even being looked at or chosen in that manner in regard to a husband. They don't even have the option to get married because don't nobody want them because of their, like Desiree say, they're not the best version of themselves. They out here trying to be hot girl summer, PhDs. I can do it by myself. I don't need a man.
But they ain't looking. But they ain't looking for it, so we ain't worried about them.
It's their mindset though. So when we say,
we got
right, bro.
Number one, shout out to you. Appreciate you for tuning in. And I'm not gonna try to pronounce that, but model. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. My fault.
But no, those type of women ain't looking for a man right now. They too busy,
they might
looking
be.
for a woman to compete against. And
Well,
the twerk contest.
Let me say this. So they're gonna have to settle in a sense, right? They have to settle with being alone. All right. So still gonna have to settle. Yeah. All right. So hey, wait, hold on.
But I will say.
You coming?
What?
You come to sit on the side?
You're stupid, man.
You coming over here?
Stupid.
Most women will have to settle.
Okay,
but
all
JoJo,
right, come on. I got a tip for you.
What's up, Devontae?
Those hot girl summers, they get tons of options, but it ain't married options. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling y'all before, those hot girl summers type chicks, they got about 4 or 5 boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? Want to pay this bill, want to pay the phone bill, want to pay the rent, want to pay the car note, one for every bill, one for set. You know what I'm saying? So they you know what I'm saying? They don't have that idea for marriage. So we kind of just X them out because they're not looking for it. They got the best life to some women. You know what I mean?
But Devontae, I'm talking about those women who think they've done it all. And there's
they have done it all.
There's no
they
man
got paid vacations
enough.
and everything.
No.
You talking about?
They don't think any man is good enough. It's like you said, they have their list of what they want, or they think they know what they want, and they don't see any fault in themselves. Men don't want them. Men don't want to be with those type of women. Some men.
I know.
Some men don't want them. So I think in that regard, they don't even have the option to settle.
All right,
they got it so figured out.
Come on. Hold on, wait a minute. Devontae, go ahead and get your helmet on, player. We about to go to war real quick.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go ahead and put my doggone headphones on, button out, what have you. I'm ready. Yeah, we've been waiting on you. We've been waiting on you.
I gotta cover the ball head.
No, cuz.
You better bring it, dog.
Come on with it.
Let me hydrate first.
Come on with it, Bridget.
So the question was, are women going to have to settle, correct?
Yeah, hold on real quick. Let me go ahead. Hey, shout out to everybody that's tuning in on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Y'all are the truth, man. And we are the truth. We are the Truthh Podcast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. All right, so the question is, are women today going to have to settle? And yes, we talking to all y'all. I'm gonna say most of y'all. We're gonna say most of y'all.
Yeah, you can. Okay, so I would say that every woman does not have to settle.
No, we about to get into it. Don't worry.
I'm about to tell you. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me finish. The reason that I say that, you listening? Okay, good. So the reason I say that is because if you are being realistic about what it is that you want, and you're being in reality and not being in fantasy, then you're not going to have to settle, because you're already going to know that there's only certain things that you have to be real about what you really want, and understand that with that package does not mean that it's going to be picture perfect. So I don't care about you saying no. Women do not have to settle.
Wait. I got this. Don't worry.
I just said that. I just said that a woman does not have to settle. I think you have to have standards, and you have to be able to stick to your standards. But you should not never have to settle for less than what your standard is.
Peep game. Wait. Kevin Hart, are you done? Okay. Yeah. So y'all know KD always sits on the line of facts, data, and statistics, right?
Speaking.
Okay, so let's go ahead and paint Bridget a really clear picture real quick. When you think about everybody mute yourself real quick. I got to make sure I get this point across and everybody's able to hear this thing. Everybody, please mute yourself. All right. So, Bridget, you can unmute yourself, or you can nod. So just make sure everybody is clear about your answers. Okay. All right. So, is this a fact? There are more women on Earth than men. Take your time.
Yes.
All right. There are more black men married than black women.
Yes.
All right. So just in case you guys want to look it up, feel free to go on blackdemographics.com for Black people by Black people. All right. So, and now when we think about most women are hypergamous. They want a guy that's going to take care of them, correct?
Most women, yes.
And most women talk about these high value type of men, right?
Yes.
Let's be realistic. And when you think about high value men, that's 8%. Hold on, let me make sure I'm in this. Okay, that's 8% of all men, correct? All Black men, 8%.
Correct.
All right, so now y'all keep everything that I said in mind. There are more women on Earth than there is men. All right. The next one was more Black men are married than Black women. The next thing we're going to take into account is those high value men could potentially be gay, correct?
Correct.
All right, so we chopping down that tree a lot, right? That 8% is getting small, right?
Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now that's not taking into account of how many men date outside their race that don't even want a Black woman.
That's true.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Wait. We forget about one demographic though. What about the women that don't know they in between? They bisexual. What about those women?
Yeah, we talking about those people for the street. And again, so and you also got to take into account that let me see, hold on, where am I? But we got a little feedback over there, man. I'm hearing something.
So you said the last thing you said was I don't forgot.
I heard I was getting some feedback from somebody listening. Okay, all right. They're getting a little bit of feedback. I think it might be from you, Bridge. I'm gonna mute you real quick. And my bad. This is actually for Black women. All right. So so that 8%, where do you think that thing lies when you start thinking about all of that stuff? And just in case for other women that are, well, like, you know, I don't want a high value man. I don't care if my man is a high value and all. Y'all still not take into account that, you know, especially if you want a Black man, you know what I'm saying? Some of those guys may be locked up. Again, when we talked about some of those men only date white or European or whatever you want to call them, those type of women. They're not even looking or checking for Black women. All of the stuff you got to take into account. And again, it always goes back to there are more women on this earth than men. And when you start thinking about all of those women that have all of those high expectations, most of those women are older. Most of those women have children. Marriage is a young girl's game, right? You got all these other women, because when you start thinking about high value men, 100% of women want these type of guys. 100% of all the women on earth want a guy that's going to take care of them. 8%. It's 8% of those guys, and we're not even putting in all of those factors that we just put in. Now, you telling me that most women are not going to have to settle? Think about that now. You already down to 8%.
I didn't say that most women went, and I said not all women will have to settle. That's what I said.
I'm telling you, most women are. That's what I said.
Yeah, most women. I just said not all. I said if we're talking about all, then not all.
You started talking about women, you know what I'm saying, being intentional and all that. That really ain't gonna play a doggone factor when you got other women. I mean, other women out here that are competing for the same type of and caliber guy that you want. He got better choices over here. He got a whole pool of women that he can choose from. Y'all don't have access. Y'all don't control access to relationships or marriage. That has everything to do with the guy.
Yes, but in reality, you also have to think about if you want to settle for whatever that situation is for those that are settling.
You don't have a choice, is what I'm telling you. You don't have a choice, guys. He got access to that. You don't control whether that man want to be in a relationship and be married to you. You don't.
No, it takes two people. That's true. It takes two people. and he is the one who's supposed to propose. So you are
So
correct in that
we
particular
waiting on you
situation.
to be honest with these ones. Come on, I gotta speak for you right here, man. Come on,
I
dog.
am being honest. I said
Most of
not
these,
all women have to settle, because when you say settle, to some people that means that they just have to take it all raggedy, bust it up, and whatever. It does not mean that you have to necessarily take
you can
things.
take it. If you want whatever you take out of what I'm saying, that's completely up to you. But what I'm
Well, I didn't
saying
say I
is,
was taking that away. I'm just
and
saying
I'm
though.
speaking to those people that are listening, because we talking about the people that's listening, right?
Yeah.
So when you think about it in that instance, all right, you're not gonna get all the things that you want. You're gonna have to settle. I don't give a damn who you is. Most of these women out here, they're unrealistic about the things that they want and they expect from a man. And again, most of these women, y'all are not bringing this type of stuff to the table in order to get the type of guy that you want. So you gonna have to settle. You might well go ahead and get your ass out of that long ass line and come stand over here with the people, huh? Come sit your ass home down right here. I got a seat for you right here. You might well go
Well,
ahead.
I'm not going to sit in no line, and I'm not going to any line. I'm going to continue to keep my purpose. And when my husband find me, he find me. I'm not settling for what my standards are. I don't have difficult standards. They're very realistic standards. So I could see if I was going above and beyond, but I'm not. So if he does not meet those requirements, I don't care who it is. It ain't happening.
You can't make this shit up, people. You can't make this shit up. Hey, shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now, man. This is the Truthh Podcast. I appreciate everybody for tuning in on IG, YouTube, Facebook. Does anybody else want to chime in real quick before we get to this next question? Shout out to everybody, man. Hey, shout out to the super chats. We ain't getting none just yet, but I'm just, preparing. Shout out to all the super chats. Oh, Lord. I see Devontae on here. What up, Devontae? That must be the guy from Alaska. Hey, shout out to my boy D, man. Now, I'm gonna say this. I want to be realistic to the women out there right now, man, because I honestly feel like most women, y'all are unrealistic about the things that you want and you expect in a man. All right. And hey, you want what you want, but in most cases, life has shown y'all different. That's why women, unfortunately, y'all get up to be 35, 40, 50 years old. I don't want that to happen, man. We want to reverse this thing. For all of those women that say they want to be married, man, you're going to have to settle. For real. If what you haven't been doing has not been working, then the first thing that I would tell you to do is go seek therapy, work on yourself, focus on yourself, big bro. Now focus on yourself. You want to make sure that you're fit, and we're going to work on that femininity. We're going to work on that appearance, because guys, we are visual creatures. All right. If we see something that we like, then we're going to pursue that thing. So I'm going to say this. If you want something, it's going to require you to do a lot more than what you have been doing. That's the reason why you haven't been getting the results that you want in life. Something has to change. You are the common denominator. So again, some things are going to have to change, man. And most women are going to have to settle, because y'all are unrealistic about the things that you want in a man. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I know some good stuff, man. For real, I'm dropping gems on y'all right now, man. Come holler at me on my YouTube channel, KD Production. Anyway, so is trash sex a deal breaker, and has good sex kept you longer?
Man, I mean, we try again. You know what I'm saying?
It's bad when somebody start off with, man.
If I'm putting in work and I'm doing my thing, and she not doing her best, whatever. Okay, we're gonna shoot for it again. But from what I've been told and what I've seen and experienced with the women, if it ain't good the first time they give it to you, bruh, it's a wrap. You don't get another try. This is your one and only shot. First impressions count. If you don't knock it out the park the first time you hit it, dog, you strike out. That's strike 1, 2, and 3. Goodbye. She ain't responding to none of your text messages. She ain't responding to none of your calls. Bruh, you friend zoned. Okay? You ain't get another try. Plain and simple. Cut off. no more goody for you.
Hey, nah, Ron, brother. Let me clear something up, dog. I think I'm KD. All right, let's get that straight right now, dog. Ain't no other. Ain't no other. Yeah. I'm KD, bro. Let's get that thing straight right now. Holla at me, man. Holla at me. Shout out to the super chats. So real quick. All right, so the question is trash sex a deal breaker? And has good sex kept you longer than you've been wanting to be kept?
Trash.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't answer the second part of that question. My bad, man.
Oh, go ahead, Devontae.
What did JoJo say? Trash sex is good sex? What you say, girl? What you?
Yeah,
I said trash sex is not a deal breaker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you said the same thing, player. I would like to say, oh, okay. Sorry to hear that.
Right,
let me see. And you said trash sex. What was the second part of the question?
Yeah, the first part of the question is trash sex a deal breaker? Mm-hmm.
And has good sex kept you
longer? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And it has. It really has, man. But after you finally come to your senses and be like, nah, this ain't right. You after you kind of analyze everything that's going on, you be like, yeah, we've been doing this for a while, but you start looking around like, oh man, why the fuck am I here? Kind of just realize, hey, let me get the fuck up out of here, man. This ain't gonna work out no more, man. It's time to go. I'm a firm believer, man. Sometimes when you go ahead and when you come to your senses, man. You ever experienced that?
Post nut
consciousness. Like you really get that. It comes up here. Like you come from down there and it comes up here, and you be like, okay. And some people, don't use common sense, and they stick around and wait for it to happen again. Be like, oh man, I did come, but let me go for another one. No, you need to pay attention. You need to, you need to let that sink in. What's going on? Is this good? But is it really good? You know what I'm saying? You need to pay attention to what's going on in your circle.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Desiree. Go ahead and chime in.
That's what you're
making faces.
I didn't get to finish.
Oh, go ahead, JoJo.
No, I was saying trash sex is not a deal breaker, and I have stayed longer because of
it. Okay. Cool. All right. I hear you. Oh, damn, that was the wrong one. My bad. There you go. I hear you. Go ahead, Rich.
So trash sex is a deal breaker. That ain't it. Pretty much like Devontae, you can miss my number. You don't know me. I don't know you. We ain't never seen each other before. I don't know who you are.
Thank you. The facts right there. Facts right there.
Now, as far as staying with somebody,
where know you from?
I can't with you. Far as staying with somebody because the sex is good. In the past, I have been guilty of that before, but I didn't stay around too long. I'm pretty much like Devontae, like, hold on, wait, is this really benefiting me? I can't do this. We got to end this. It's good, but got to let you go.
You came to your senses, didn't you?
Yeah.
I
don't care what you talking about lies. Every time I tell the truth, you always say I'm lying. I'm gonna just start lying because you forever say I'm lying when I ain't lying.
I tried to drop it down before you look back up there. When you have some quick eyes. Right? I hit the wrong button. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Okay. There we go. There it is.
Oh shit.
Trash sex is definitely a deal breaker for me. I'm sure you guys already knew that. I'm not gonna waste my time. Now this next part. Tell me the next part again.
Has good sex kept you longer?
She guilty. Hands all over the face. She
Of
guilty.
course it has.
She
Of
guilty.
course. Of course. Of course. I'm
So
very guilty of that.
I'm gonna answer this one, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the crazy thing, man. Good sex has never kept me, and I think it has everything to do with me getting myself right. You know what I'm saying? KD let me tell you something. I will get my doggone lotion bottle and get myself right 10 times out of the day. I ain't got to listen to your damn mouth and all the other stuff. Hey, I'm good, bro. For real. Now, as far as trash sex, let me tell you something. I know I done passed out some trash sex. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna get mine. Hey, I'm gonna get mine. You can get mad all you want. You ain't gotta call. You ain't gotta call. You ain't gotta text me. I ain't gonna call you or text you any damn way. I done got mine, player. For real. You better recognize me. Like Drake say, just need to know what that like. So one time is fine with me. Hey, it is what it is, dog. For real. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna recognize, man. Shout out to all the people that I gave some trash sex to, man. Hey, it is what it is.
Wow.
Dog. A man on a mission. I got a mission I'm trying to accomplish. And if you ain't trying to get with that, go on about your business, boo-boo. Hey, I just had about 30 people that just unfriended me on all my I don't like the way he talking right now. I don't like that. It is what it is. All right, so we're down to the last 3 questions, y'all. Okay. How old is too old and how young is too young?
For what?
Relationship, sex, whatever.
No limit.
No limit. So you out here
what you saying about dating?
You out here slaying 90-year-old women? You cool with that, Devon?
Bet if I can get it. No. Who was it? Sissy Spurgeon would have got it, man, if she was still alive. Pam Grier, she was in her 70s, late 70s, 80s. She can get it.
Well, boy,
I tell Pam Grier up. And that leather suit. Come on, Pam Grier. How you doing? Sure.
Or her old ass down, dog. I'm with you, brother. Or your old
she
ass.
Good with that afro picking in her hair. What's happening? Yeah.
All right. So Pam Grier about 70 something. So how young is too young then? How young is too young?
How young is how young is young enough?
Yeah.
I go Chloe Bailey and Halle Berry.
Oh, okay. So
that's young enough. I think Chloe like 20 or 21. I think Haley is like 18, 19. Just legal.
Damn, I don't know. I thought they was twins. I'm tripping. Oh Lord.
No, they like 2 years apart, but
yeah, she's 23. Chloe is 23.
Okay, and how old is Allie? Is she what, 19, 20?
Hold on. She is why they put a white woman up?
Haley Bailey.
All right, here we go. All right, so her sister Haley is.
I think she's just 2 years younger than her.
21. Yeah, she's 21.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's my limit. That's my limit.
All right, women. How old?
You said was too young, or what's the youngest?
Too young. Yeah, too young. What's too young?
Oh, too young? Shit, Marseille Martin. She underage. I can't touch that.
Okay. All right, women. On y'all, man. JoJo, you want to go ahead and start this one off?
Okay, you have to be legal. So anything under 21 is too young.
Okay.
And it's too old. I would say late 40s, no 50s.
Okay. All right, Bridget.
You don't like no gray hair?
I don't like no limp part.
Viagra's still on the shelf. The blue pill, blue chew, Cialis.
Go ahead, Bridget. How old is too old and how young is too young?
I would say over 40 is too old.
Okay.
And too young is anything under 23.
Okay. All right. Desiree?
24 is too young and 47 is too old.
Facts. I'm going to say 28 is too young. And I say 50 might be too old, man. It depends on what she look like. You know what I'm saying? If she holding herself up pretty good, you know, them titties ain't dragging the floor. She ain't stepping on the, we might be able to rock something, man. We might be able to rock something.
I want to change my answer, man. I want to change my answer. 25, 36, man. That's my number, man. 25, 36.
Okay, that's a pretty narrow thing, man. Hey,
well, I'm 31. I'm 31. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Shout out to my dog Jay Mills 44 for tuning in on IG, and shout out to David Wilson 3736 for tuning in on the Truthh Podcast IG, man. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna stick to my numbers, though. I ain't
25,
I don't know.
36.
So if Angela Bassett threw it your way, you know,
all day.
Oh,
all day.
Wait a minute. How old is Angela?
60. She was born in 58. She was born in 58, so she is 63.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm a pretty strong guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I be done broke up. I feel like I be done broke up damn leg or something.
I don't know, man. She got some muscles. You seen what
if I didn't break her.
She is toned. I've seen that. She is toned,
she
man.
Got nothing but solid muscle, like
right.
Oh.
Hey, she might. I've seen some pictures of her. She got some little ham hocks back there. We might be.
I think she got more abs than you, Carrie.
She probably do.
Yeah, probably didn't dress about the same too.
But see, them abs ain't. You know, we ain't even gonna.
Y'all seen her daughter? Her daughter was like a bodybuilder. She's thick too.
Her daughter is still a teen. I thought they got teenagers.
Oh, we got different topics for the night, David. It's different topics.
I didn't even know. Let's see. I didn't even see the comments.
All right. So the next question is, why didn't your past relationships work? What did you do wrong? Mic drop. Desiree, go ahead. I see you laughing over there. We're gonna go ahead and chime in.
She got something to say.
Come on now, player.
Let me think of what I did.
We got a long. What a man that you don't holler. We got a long damn list right here, player. Let me show you.
I don't have no long list of men.
No, I'm talking about on the things that you did wrong.
Wait, I think it's some names on the back too. Hold up, look at that.
Let them chime in. Hold on one second.
How many pages is that, man?
No. We're gonna chime in. All right. So we want to hear from Miss Perfect, because Bridget swell up and down and she don't never do nothing wrong. When I tell y'all, listen, that's gonna be my doggone mission, y'all. I'm gonna interview one of her ex-boyfriends, her ex-boy, whatever you call it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this because I'm sick of it. Everybody on this mug got some doggone smugs except for Bridget. She's sitting up here like she loves Miss Perfect Patty. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
I just don't know what happened.
Go ahead, Miss Perfect Patty. What didn't go in a relationship? We want to know. Y'all listen to this pool. Listen to this pool.
Y'all made me sick. I chose to invest in the wrong men and gave them the best attributes of me.
What did you do wrong? We don't want to hear nothing about them. What did you do wrong?
I chose the wrong men to give that to.
Right.
My choices.
Perfect patio. Mm-hmm. Well, look at it. Over there shaking her head, and whining, doing all this extra stuff. I don't give attitude.
No, I'm laughing at
Just check
y'all.
what I
I
say
can't with y'all.
wrong.
Y'all a mess. y'all do. But I'm serious. Like I own anything and everything that I do. But honestly, it was just giving whatever, giving the wrong men the wifey material, and they didn't deserve it. They were unworthy of that because I made the wrong choice in who I invested that in. So that's where I fell in and made my mistake. So yeah.
Hey, shout out to S Keely Yahoo or something like that. Appreciate you for tuning in on the IG Live. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, so who next? Who next? Somebody, please, man. We need some accountability up in here, boy. God, Ooh.
I didn't pay attention to what I was getting myself into before I said, "Will you be my girl? Will you be my girlfriend?" So that's pretty much it. I kind of just, you know, committed myself to something that I wasn't, you know, ready for. You know, kind of just, you know. What is y'all up to, man?
I don't know what the heck Desiree and JoJo got going on. They over here cutting up, bruh. For real.
Man. Oh man, they cracking up, face turning red and everything. Look at that. Mm, mm, mm. Bridge, you want to go ahead? Oh no, Bridge already said that. What the world?
Bro, I'm
Y'all
trying to
look,
figure out what
Devontae,
the
look
heck
in
is
the
going on.
comment, look in
What
the
is going
chat,
on?
Devontae. Look in the chat. Look in the chat.
Oh Lord. Hamburger, man. Hamburger. So let me
That's why they laughing.
Katie, you muted.
all right, appreciate it. Thank you, JoJo. All right, so I'll go ahead and take it from here. So the reason why my relationships didn't work in the past was my communication skills was trash. I mean, they suck ass. Let's just be honest, man. I'm not really the type of person that likes to communicate. I feel like anybody that questions me or my judgment is against me. Okay? Damn it. I know what I'm doing. Leave me alone. Let me operate how I want to operate. And if you say anything and I feel like you get in my way, anybody in my way, I got to remove those type of people. I don't need that type of stress and negativity in my life. So man, yeah, I ruined things with a lot of good women because of that, man. The way that I looked at the world, the way that I viewed people, a lot of people that honestly had my back, man. I messed up a lot of dope friendships and relationships because of my lack of communication skills. I honestly think it had a lot to do with communication. Y'all see that? That's what accountability looks like. Let's go. Let's go. Represent for him, KD.
Step, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Finally answered the question, and you answered with accountability. Thank you.
I'm on y'all ass tonight, boy. I swear I
didn't even see the comment, man. Y'all got to send it to me.
Oh Lord.
DM it.
All right, who was next? It was between Desiree and JoJo. Why didn't your past relationships work? What did you do wrong? All right, go ahead, Desiree. It's on you.
The reason why my past relationships did not work is because I love her. Yeah, the reason I said let me go last because I'm really sitting up here really trying to think as to what I may have done, but I don't really feel like as far as my last relationship, I'm trying to think of what I could have done better.
What did you do wrong? That's all we want to know. What are some things you did wrong?
I honestly didn't do anything wrong.
You was perfect when it came to communication. Your communication skills was on point. Shout out to Pretty Face, man.
No,
Pretty Face that
you
just
know
tuned
what?
to the IG, man. Shout out to you.
Oh, sorry. I
This
got
is the
it.
Truthh Podcast, man. Y'all are more than welcome to go check us out, man. We're on Facebook, YouTube. We all over the place. More than welcome to chime in on there as well. Go ahead, Desiree.
I use my emotions to make decisions, instead of using my better judgment.
Okay, all right, JoJo.
So for me, I would say that I did not set those standards or requirements for those people in regards to how I wanted to be treated, or what I wanted from them. And and because of that, what happened was because of that miscommunication, I guess I held in resentment, and at the end of the relationship, when I wanted to require more, it just wasn't. You can't expect people to change once you've already been a certain way. So it kind of broke down from communication and just not setting those
Okay, I respect it. All right. So the very last question of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody, man, that's tuning in on IG Live, Facebook, YouTube. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. I know we've been cutting up tonight, but we appreciate you guys for still rocking with us. All right, so the last question of the night is, should your man or woman have access to your phone?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to hide.
He can. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yes.
Yeah, cool with it.
He can have access to my phone.
Me personally, though, I'm not gonna look at his stuff, so I don't want access to his information. Cause I ain't got time to be doing no backlog and track record and all that. But if you want to look at my phone, he can look at my phone. I don't care.
I'm gonna say nah, man. Hell no. Nah, I don't feel like you should have access to my damn phone. Back the hell up. All up in my damn space, man. Good grief. Shit. We already living together. What more do you want from me? You walking around wearing my damn hoodies, you know what I'm saying, my shorts, taking my socks and shit, and now you want access to my phone? No, hold on. Nah. We talked about this, dog. For real. Now I'm about to
I want to ask though, are you going to have access to her stuff?
I don't give a damn what the hell she got going on in that damn raggedy ass phone. Damn it. Shit. My phone look better anyway. Yeah,
oh my
gosh.
I'm
saying, man, it's personal. You know what I'm saying? It could be personal messages in there, like, your homeboy, whatnot. He's going through things, talking about killing himself, and now you done. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there going through that, man. You don't need to know all that, dog. For real.
Are you saying for a relationship or for a marriage? Because
both.
If you're in a marriage,
both.
If you're in a marriage, I would think you don't need to keep anything from your spouse.
What's going on between my home? What he's struggling with? You think she needs to know that? No. Hell no.
I mean, it's not like she needs to know, but I don't think there would be anything you would want to keep from your spouse.
that my homeboy is struggling with mental illness. My wife needs to know about that.
I'm not saying she needs to know, but why does it have like? Why would you keep secrets from that person?
Secrets?
You willing to spend the rest of your life with somebody? Why?
That ain't none of her business. That's none of her business. What he got going on? You really think if somebody's going through mental issues, one of my homeboys is going through mental issues, he's trusting me to talk to me and send me messages about that I should be telling my wife? I'm curious.
Oh yeah. Are you
Yeah,
asking?
absolutely.
I don't think you have to tell your wife, but I don't think you have to tell your wife, but I don't think there should be secrets that you keep from your husband or your wife.
That's a secret? Like I'm
Well, I
not
mean,
understanding.
the way that you're making it sound, why would I tell this to my wife? I mean, it's
Yeah,
not like
she don't need to know about what's
it's
going
not
on
like
with
a
him.
gossip type. It's not like a gossip type thing. I think you just say my homeboy going through whatever whatnot.
So you
Something
feel
like
like he should
something
relay
like
that
that. Not like
message to her. You feel like
no,
you
you don't have
feel
to
like she should.
tell her. You don't have to tell her, but you know what I'm saying. My homeboy really going through it right now. I don't see why it's got to be a secret. Like, I mean, she don't have to know all of his
Why
business.
does she need to know that? That ain't got nothing to do with her at all. That's not going to affect her in any type of way. So why does she need to? Go ahead, Desiree. Go ahead and chime in. You want to say something? Make it quick.
Men are very private, especially when it comes to other men, because men don't open up that window to but so many people. But I don't feel like me having to go through your phone or me having access to your phone is important. I really don't care, honestly. And I mean, like, if my husband want or my boyfriend want access to my phone, I will give it to him. Now, will I want the same? I mean, I really don't care about stuff like that. But yeah, and that's personal information like that you're having with your friends. Just like if your homegirl was going through something, I feel like that's personal. You should have that loyalty to your friend. You shouldn't have to tell your spouse. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that right there, because it's certain conversations that I would have with my friends that is not public information. It's
In
confidential.
a marriage, your spouse comes first before your friends.
Information like that.
Is
Hold
that
on.
Yeah,
not
but
is
that's
that not how we
Wait,
view
wait, wait, wait.
marriage?
Hold on, wait a minute. Go
I
ahead,
thought
Bridget.
that's how we view marriage.
I see Bridget, you're agreeing with this. So you honestly feel like if somebody is having a conversation with, let's just say, their best friend of 20 something years, they're going through something, you feel like you need to relay that message to your spouse?
No, I was agreeing with what Desiree was saying. Like, men are private and they don't really share a lot of stuff. I don't think that it has to be relayed to your spouse that your friend is going through that. I was agreeing with what was being said in
Okay.
reference to that. Like, there's something between that friendship. I think it would be more along the lines like if that person actually acted out on something and now it has affected your spouse to where it's gonna mess their mind frame up for them to be like, hey, look, something happened with my friend, and like it was like something happened. It wasn't just that they were talking or venting to them, and now it has affected your spouse in an emotional way. I think that would be more of maybe a conversation of, look, one of my friends entrusted me, but something's happened, whatever, if they need your support. But not, oh, well, my friend's going through this and this is what's going on with them, nothing like that. But think if it's affecting your spouse, then your spouse should talk to you. If it's affecting them because they actually acted out or tried to commit, say for instance, if it was like suicidal, if their friend decided to try to act out on that, and then yes, well, now it is kind of a problem for that spouse because this is someone they care about, so now that's affected them a different way. So that would maybe be a conversation. But just that person talking and communicating with their friend, I don't think really has to be disclosed.
All right,
Yeah,
Jojo, real quick.
I'm
So
not saying like you have to say, you know, I'm not saying like you have to say my friend told me this today. Like I just feel like um I just
they
feel
should
like if
relay
you're
the
gonna
message.
marry your best friend, there shouldn't be anything you have to keep from them. I mean, I don't think I should have secrets with my friends that I can't tell my man. Or you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just go up and tell him whatever. But if it comes down to it that he finds out or something like that, Like my loyalty is with my man, not with my friend. My man is going to be there forever. That's
So
I don't know.
you
I understand people have their privacy and you want your privacy, and that's fine. You can have your privacy, but I don't think there would be anything that I would like 100% keep from my spouse. That's a
so
personal thing.
what benefits would your spouse get out of you knowing information about their best friend? What benefits are they getting from that?
Well, I mean, it's not any benefits. It's not having any secrets between that husband and wife.
I'm confused right now. So you feel like that person should tell their spouse, I guess what you saying, like an open book, like they should tell them pretty much every conversation that's pretty much going on with them.
No,
That's what it
I'm
sounds
not
like.
saying every conversation. That's not you're taking it out of context.
I'm asking a question.
I'm saying you should be open and honest. You should be able to be open and honest with your spouse and trust them enough that they're not going to judge you based off of that private conversation with your friend, or they're not going to judge your friend. Like,
But that has nothing to do with them. So why would I tell you something about what's going on with those people? Just think about how your friend would feel. Think about how your friend would feel. I'm going through something. I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, something today that I entrusted you. I gave you this dog. I'm not talking to anybody else, bro. This is between me and you. But this is something that, you know, I experienced today, blase. You feel like it's that guy's right, that husband or whatever, to go and tell his wife or whoever he's with. You feel like that's keeping a secret?
I feel like there shouldn't be secrets between a husband and a wife.
So you feel like that's a secret? That's a secret that he should tell her. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying he is obligated, but I'm just saying he doesn't. You shouldn't want to keep your phone locked to hide secrets. Like, I don't understand.
We're talking about this conversation.
I don't know how to say it so that you understand. Like, when I say I want to be with somebody, for me, like if y'all feel differently, that's fine. We can just agree to disagree. But I'm not gonna keep, and that's just me. I'm just an honest person. Like, I'm not gonna keep secrets. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cheat.
So real quick,
So if,
I got a question.
If my best friend tells me something and I feel like I need to get something off my chest, and I'm telling it to my husband, my loyalty is with my husband because that's who I'm spending the rest of my life with. I don't expect him to go out here. I would trust him enough to be able to have a conversation with him and just kind of, because maybe I need to make sure I'm telling my friend the right thing, or, you know, I'm not going to go and tell him everything, but I want to be able to feel comfortable enough that I can go and talk to my husband about something.
About somebody else's business. About somebody else's business. You want to be comfortable enough to talk to your husband about somebody else.
If that's my husband, he knows all my friends.
But does that necessarily does that mean that he needs to know what's going on in their personal life?
No, it's not a need to know. It's a.
So what are you telling them for if they don't need to know? So what is the purpose of you telling them then?
I'm not going to tell him everything. I'm just saying there is nothing that I would keep from my man. Everybody feels differently. If y'all want to keep secrets from the person you will, why would you marry somebody just to keep secrets?
That's a secret?
No,
my homeboy going through some things.
We talk about being the best version of ourselves, and like, so
that has nothing to do with somebody else's business, though.
If you can't tell your wife somebody else's business, and let's say you and your friend just had a conversation, would you lie and say you just talking about a game?
Lie? What I got to lie for?
Say, you know, we didn't talk about.
Personally, I just talked about. I don't want to know about what's going on in your personal relationships with your friends. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
It's not about you knowing what's going on with me and my friend. Let's say it is something where he has a mental illness. Let's say I'm coming to you because you're my husband, because you're my best friend, because you're my partner, because, you know, we counsel each other. I'm coming to you because it's a burden on me, on my spirit.
So why not talk to that friend?
I'm not coming to you to tell their secret. I'm coming to you as a confidant. Like
She's saying
your
it's too
spouse
heavy
is
for
Talk
her.
like
about,
your
but
confidant.
I'm saying
not
though, to
saying-
talk about what's
I'm not
going
saying
on
to
with
tell
them.
all their business. I'm just saying I'm comfortable enough with you to tell you the secret because I know any secret that I have, you'll be able to keep it too. Or
I'm gonna say this.
I'm not
That's
saying just tell
personal,
them
but
everything.
again, that's like personal information, man. I'm like this, dog. If I come to my boy Devontae, man, Devontae, listen, bro, I've been going through some doggone things, man. You know what I'm saying, man. I've been struggling with, you know what I'm saying, depression, blah. And if I find out that Devontae done went back to, and I got much respect, but if I find out Devontae done went back and told his wife something that I told him in confidence, I thought this was between me, I'm gonna have a problem with that. Like, damn, bro, I came to you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect for you to go back to your wife and explain what's going on in my life. That ain't got nothing to do with her. That ain't gonna benefit her in any type of way. What in the world? Like, why would you go and do that, dog? We supposed to be cool. You my brother. Like, what's going on? You don't see the problem? The problem in this?
So if your sister came to you in confidence and told you about a situation that she was having at home, she didn't want nobody else to know. She just wanted to talk to you about it. You would go back and tell your husband what you and your sister talked about? That's not a secret.
If it was something where I needed to talk to my husband because it bothered me, or I needed someone to talk to about it, I would feel comfortable talking to my husband about it because he's going to care enough about my sister as well.
All right, I just got a quick question. It's neither here nor there, but are you going to at least ask, you know what I'm saying? Hey, is it cool if I go and discuss this with my husband? I understand that, you know, this was supposed to be between me and you, but is it cool if I go talk to them about this? Are you at least going to do that?
Tell my sister no.
Yeah, see, that would be a problem for me because I know some of my friends. I know that I wouldn't tell them anything about something because I know that they're gonna go back and tell their significant other, and I don't want their significant other to know my business. That's just the loyalty that I would have between.
So y'all are putting your friends before your spouse.
Friends?
That's
that ain't got nothing to do with friends.
Ain't got nothing to do with that. Not at all.
No. That's what you're saying. I'm putting my loyalty with my friends.
He don't give a. I'm gonna tell you right now. Men don't give a damn what the hell y'all going on. If it's not gonna benefit me, then why are you telling me this? If it's not benefiting me, it's not affecting me in any type of way. So how is that? How is that any sign of loyalty?
I understand what you're saying, Jojo.
If it's not benefiting me,
I just want to understand, like, why would you want to know that?
If this is going to affect me, then I understand it.
I'm going to tell my husband everything. I get it. There are some things that are meant to be private. At the end of the day, my spouse comes before anyone else.
But that's not changing. Yeah, that's not changing the fact that he comes first. I wouldn't think that would change the fact that he would come first. Your husband is your husband. Like, okay, I'm not finna talk to my friend over my husband and me and him spending time. That's him coming first. Now, if my friends want to talk to me and I have time to talk to them about a situation that they have going on, I don't feel like that's something that me and my husband have to talk about. That's like me and say if I have a husband, me and my significant other, he's talking to his friends and he'd be like, oh, I'm talking to Josh. And I'd be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ask what he's talking about. I'm not going to engage in conversation because I really don't care what him and Josh got to talk about. I don't feel like it's a secret either. I just feel like
taking it out of context. I'm not saying tell everything. I'm saying I feel confident enough. If something bothers me, let's say my sister says she's going to kill herself. That bothers me enough that I'm going to tell somebody. Let's say somebody molested a child or somebody telling me in confidence that somebody else molested a child. I'm telling somebody. I'm not keeping these secrets. That's what's wrong with so many people in the black.
That's taking stuff out of context right there.
That makes sense.
If we talking about your friend is having issues in their
that's what
marriage
you're talking about. I'm talking about when something bothers my spirit or my soul to the point where I need to discuss it with somebody else to make sure that I'm giving somebody the right advice or making sure that I'm taking the right steps, the person that I chose to spend the rest of my life with, I feel like that's my confidant. And if I have to go and tell a secret, I will. I'm not saying I'm going to go out here and tell everybody's secret. I'm saying if it's something to the point where I need to talk to somebody else, I'm going. If you can't go to your husband, who can you go to? If it's something that's bothering you, I'm not saying I'm going to go just tell everything. I understand there's privacy that you have with your friends and stuff like that. But if it bothers my spirit and my then I'm gonna go and talk to my husband about it because that's.
That would be necessary.
But you bring that turmoil, you bring that that negative energy into your home. You need to decompress before you come home. Whatever you got, whatever you and your friends talking about, you know what I'm saying, whether it's good or bad, you know what I'm saying, you need to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, woosah, then come in the house. You don't want to bring that energy in the house. If it's positive energy, you come in laughing with your friends, okay, cool, that's positive energy. But whatever you got going on with you and your friends, that's between you and your friends. Don't bring that shit in your house because guess what? It ain't a puzzle or problem for you and your husband to fix. It's for your friends and whoever in it with them to fix. Okay, it ain't your problem. You just the vent because at the end of the day, they're gonna decide to do whatever they want to do. You just there to just listen to them. You see what I'm saying? They not asking you to do anything. They just saying, "Look, girl, this is what's going on." Blase, blase, blase. Like, damn, all you supposed to do is like, damn, girl, I'll be praying for you. I'm gonna shed some tears for you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, decompress, woosah, pray about it and everything, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring that shit in your house because guess what? That's gonna make turmoil for you and your husband. Now y'all can't work on your issues because y'all focus on your friends' issues. Whose issues more important? Your issues or your friends' issues in your house? You see what I'm saying? You can't bring other people's issues into your house because they ain't for you to fix. You don't have MD by your name.
Y'all not gonna talk to y'all spouses about anything negative?
Hell no.
Let's be for real. Let's be for real. You have a bad day at the job, you're gonna talk to your spouse. You have a bad day with somebody or you fall out with somebody, you're gonna talk to your spouse, and that person should be able to comfort you or give you peace or you know what I'm saying, put you in a better space. It's not about telling somebody business. It's about I chose this person because they are my best friend and because
I need to release. Sorry, my earphones died. And it's about I just need to release. It's not I'm going to tell all of their business. I get it. There's some secrets, or privacy that you're gonna have with friends. But if it bothers me and you saying I'm giving you the worst of the worst, but that's something that will bother me. Yes, I'm gonna go to God and yes, I'm gonna seek his vision or whatever. But if I need to talk to my husband, I feel like I should be okay to do that. I understand y'all saying maybe I should talk to the person, and maybe that's a step that I would need to take to see if it's okay, and maybe in regards that's something I would need to do, and maybe this subject is just something we can touch base on again. But I've always put my spouse, the people that I've been with, ahead, and I know with my husband, it's not going to be any different.
I don't know any guy that would honestly be interested in what's going on with with you and your best friends. And please, guys, I want you to chime in on the chats on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Y'all let me know. Is there any guy that's out here that would be interested in hearing about anything that they ain't got nothing to do with you? Because I'm speaking from my point. I don't care, bro. For real. I'm going to say this. If you have a best friend that confides in you and comes to you and talks to you about something that's personally, you know what I'm saying, messing with them, like y'all need to keep that between y'all two. If y'all going to take it to anyway, take it to a professional. Professional to get professional help. Somebody that's going like, bro, that ain't my profession.
Exactly.
I just got off of my 9 to 5 job, bro. Hey, man, I'm good,
Don't
man.
bring that shit to me. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear it.
Your best friend did what now? Hey, man, you know, hey.
Be like, oh,
I
wow,
respect
okay.
it, but I don't feel like that's holding
What
any
you want to eat for
secrets.
dinner?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's holding any secrets, you know what I'm saying, away from your spouse just because, you know, you just choose not to share information that ain't got nothing to do with them. Again, if that's gonna tie me in any type of way, it's gonna affect me, then absolutely, yeah, I want to hear about it. Like, what's going on? You said Keisha said, what about my mama? Okay, all right, sure. I'm gonna be her and her brother. No, I'm just we gonna drag that, and you better be down too. That ain't your friend no more. For real. You better be ready to drag this hoe. She said that about my mama. You tripping, dog.
Got nothing to do with us. Don't bring it
mom, for real. So the guys are chiming in. They saying they don't honestly care. So would y'all view that as somebody keeping a secret from you? I guess that's what JoJo is saying. Do you feel like, you know, if JoJo has a conversation, or let's take JoJo out of the equation. Do you feel like if your woman, the woman that you're with, your wife, she's having a conversation with her homegirl, and her homegirl gives her some advice or whatever, or comes to her about a certain situation, and 10 years down the line, you don't know about it or whatever. Do you feel like that's a secret that your wife should have shared with you? And would you feel some type of way if she didn't share it with you? I want to hear from the guys right now. So we heard from Matthew. Matthew already said, not me. Matthew, I want you to answer that question as well, man. Boom.
KD, Matthew answered earlier. He had said that you would need to ask your spouse if that's okay to share the information.
Okay. Appreciate that.
And then Red Dooney, of course, didn't bring the drama to your house. Best friends are not for you to find a solution for issues.
Yeah, Matthew said not at all. And I'm speaking for myself. I don't care. Like, for real. Whatever you got going on between your friend or whatnot, man, I don't. Again, as long as it's not affecting me, I don't care to hear any of the information, and I don't look at it as you holding in secrets and all the other stuff. You're being dishonest with me. I don't feel that way. I honestly feel like, again, if this information has no ties to me at all, you can keep that mess to yourself. For real. This ain't gonna benefit me. Is it gonna benefit me in any type of way? Is it gonna benefit me in any type of way? We can explore all avenues. If it ain't tied into the dog, I got too much stuff going on, man. For real. I'm just out here trying to be a black man, dog. For real. It's already hard enough. I don't need no unwanted information. So.
Matthew said, I handle my household, but everything else problems. I pray for my household and you guard it from outside demons. Now you can ask me to pray for your friend, and I do that. Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. This was actually a good conversation. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be a little bit shorter. That's interesting though, man. That's interesting. I just need to remind myself not to tell JoJo anything. Make sure I don't shut up. No, I'm trying to mess with you. I'm joking. Let me tell you about what happened to KD last day. Let me fix your damn face. Damn it. Yeah, you think this is, dog. For real. All right. Does anybody have anything else that they want to chime in about or say anything before we get up out of here? Anybody?
No.
All right, Bridget, you all right over there, man? I told you your camera just all over the place tonight, man. For real.
JoJo, I think the head.
My camera is not all over the place. I got it in one place.
You heard me? I'll get you heard me.
What'd you say? Y'all was talking at the same time.
My bad. I said when you took your headphones out, I was able to hear you a lot better. I think that it was taken away from your audio.
Okay.
Facts. Yo, man, I just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. We actually had people to tune in on the Truthh Podcast on our IG Live. We had somebody to comment up under that thing, man. So shout out to y'all. I want to give a huge shout out to all my supporters on this IG page, man, tuning in on KD Production INC. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, showing love, man, coming through. We appreciate all you guys. Also, Facebook page, YouTube channel, man. Y'all honestly came through tonight, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. We got all of these impressions up here. We got a buttload of freaking comments. Yo, y'all really put on tonight, man, for real. Absolutely love the engagement, man. And y'all just keep in mind, I'm always open to the possibility that I am wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to look over this thing and just try to maybe look at some things different. You know what I'm saying? Because none of us have all the doggone answers. Let's just be honest, man, you know. But we're always open to have these type of uncomfortable conversations. That's the reason why we do the Truthh Podcast, man. We don't always think that one person is right, even though Katie is. Excuse me. God, oh, boy, I tell you, boy, I need some water. Anywho, again, man, I appreciate all you guys so much for tuning in. Anybody else got anything else to say before we get up out of here? D, you on mute? Kind of do that Barry White voice, brother.
Don't forget, for more content, follow us and click the link on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Red Circle, and stay tuned. We'll be back Tuesday, and look forward to seeing you guys.
Absolutely. Desiree, I see you trying to chime in. Go ahead. Get your little time in real quick.
Yes, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening with us tonight. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Are you done? Oh, go ahead, Bridget. You want to chime in real quick?
Yes, I was just going to say thank you to everyone that was on here this evening. We greatly appreciate you guys and your support. And these questions tonight was really good. And it's always a great thing to be able to come together and gain different tools and knowledge each time we get on here together. So it was a great podcast, and I enjoyed the interaction from our followers as well as our panel tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all keep in mind, man, before I think JoJo wants to say something, but real quick, y'all keep in mind, ain't nothing wrong with them lame dudes, you know, whatever you want to call them, the guys that want to do their little anime, watch their anime, play their little video games and whatnot, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Those are some of the coolest guys on the planet. Go ahead and chime in, JoJo. I see you want to say something.
I have nothing to say. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you. And keep watching every week.
Absolutely, man, because we're going to keep on chiming in. 6:30 on Tuesdays, guys, 6:30 p.m. every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. on Fridays. We're going to be going live. And remember, if you want to catch us, if you didn't get to catch the whole entire show, please come check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Red Circle, Buzzsprout. This thing is going to be available on my YouTube channel, but we do want to, let me take this off the dang on screen. Why ain't nobody say nothing? We just got that thing sitting up there. Oh, y'all like it, don't you? Y'all some freaks, boy. Good. Google it. Damn, burger. This actually started because something that Bridget had said, y'all, but we ain't gonna stay stuck on that for too long. But yeah, so we will be allowing people to chime in, guys. So we'll try to leave a link in the chats below each week that we go live, or only on Fridays though. We're only trying to keep this on Friday where we allow people to chime in. You're more than welcome to come in. You know what I'm saying? Say your spiel or whatnot. You got about 2 minutes. Come on here, speak your piece. We appreciate y'all. Then we got to get y'all up off because we want to make sure we keep the doggone ball rolling. And if you guys want to actually be a co-host, email us at the Truthh Cast. I'm going to make sure I put it in the comments, man. The truthcast@gmail.com. We're actually looking for some more co-hosts because we're trying to invite you guys on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all some love or whatnot. Yo, we got some love right here. Shout out to our boy Matthew, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Hey.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely love. Hey, man. That's love right there, man. That's love right there. We
appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all got me with feelings over here. What now? Let me take a picture of this real quick, man. Hold on, y'all, before we get out of here. Let's take a look quick. I feel like one of them old parents. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get a look at you real quick. Hold on. How you work this thing?
Can't get your phone working. Can't get your phone working.
Hey, yeah, let me get a quick little video or whatnot. But again, man, we really do appreciate you guys, man. Y'all please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Share this podcast with as much people as possible because we're trying to get everybody to be the best version of themselves, man. We all are actively working out. We're still doing the 72-mile challenge right now. And where is everybody currently at? Do you guys know where you at currently when it comes to that challenge? I know I'm about halfway through already. Halfway through, and we in the first week of this. I ain't playing. I've been putting on, dog. 10 miles here, 8 miles there, or whatnot. Does anybody know what it is? That's just like people with credit scores. But you ask somebody what their credit score is, they got a good credit score, they'll be able to tell you.
I haven't got there. I'm actually having to catch back up. I think right now, they're gonna maybe only have 7 of those miles. I gotta do better with my time management and getting those miles in.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Desiree, I see you trying to speak. Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm somewhere between 13 and 15 miles.
Okay, that's good. All right, Devontae.
Overachieve. I'm already about 100 right now.
Well, look at that boy showing out, man. Oh Lord.
I'm the Black Forrest Gump, man. You know what I'm saying?
Where you at, JoJo? About where you at on this thing?
I've done over every day. But I took a break yesterday and today. So I'll start back again tomorrow.
That's what's up, man. Hey, again, shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Again, if you guys want to join us, it's 72-mile challenge, and we're trying to get that done within this month. So you do about 2.5 miles each day, and that will get you where you need to be. We still got people over here tuning in on IG, man. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all, man. Much love. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here, man. Devontae, hold on, wait, before we get out of here, somebody said, Devontae, Matthew, he said, boy, you silly. All right, man. We're going to go ahead and end the podcast right here. That's 3 hours strong, y'all. I ain't going to lie. I was milking the clock. I just wanted to get to 3 hours. Anyway, y'all be easy, be beautiful, be blessed, and we will catch you guys next week, man. Thank y'all. Let's go. Y'all put y'all dick up.